Shalom for the GMS Virginia camp for the Hebrew Israelites. Back out here once again. Do what we've been called to do, and that's prophesy. Before we get started, like always, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ba'Kadash. Double understand of the apostles, a great millstone, the men we learn the truth from. And shalom to the hopeful elect. We almost home. I got an article pulled up, and this is going into how the military is about to require all their soldiers, and if you're in the Navy, Army, they say prepare to receive a mandatory jab by September. All right. It says, this is the title at armytimes.com. It says prepare for mandatory COVID jabs in September. Army tells commands. The Army has directed commands to prepare to administer mandatory injections as early as September 1st, pending full Food and Drug Administration licensure. So they're waiting on the FDA to fully approve it, which they're about to do it. All right? And if you haven't been paying attention, all the colleges behind the scenes are requiring it to be mandatory for the fall also. So you see what this devil is about to do. All right? Now, this guy, Fauci, said there's two Americas right now. Okay? There's a vaccinated America and an unvaccinated America. Right? You got the people that's taking the injection, and you got the people that's not taking the injection. Well, that's the divide, right? So we got to figure out who's going to be for the Lord in these times, okay? Because July 4th is about to happen, and they got to be people in the fallen spirit, the docile spirit, because you're coming off of Juneteenth. So you're not realizing and seeing what's about to befall you in the coming months, all right? They're getting ready to run rampant with this Delta variant in the news. All right, the EU just unleashed their injection passport. All right, the digital injection passport. Okay, so they're getting ready to run with these narratives so they can lock down everything once again. And when they lock down everything once again this time, it's going to totally annihilate and totally take away the middle class of these businesses. They cannot sustain another lockdown. All right, and what's that's going to cause is more sedition and more division amongst the people, because these business owners, these middle class business owners, they already was in an uproar about being locked down, and they can't take another lockdown. But the so-called white man, whose biblical nationality is Esau in the scriptures, he needs another lockdown to further destroy the economy so he can bring in his great reset. But see, during this time, there's going to be a lot of natural disasters occurring because we're heading into hurricane season in the fall. You're going to see more outrageous things happening in the news. You're going to see more divisions of the people. Why are you on lockdown? It's finna get very crazy out here, man. So you enjoy your July 4th. Shit is about to turn up. And not to mention the due date for getting the majority of you numbnuts injected was July 4th. All right, and they already said they're not going to meet the due date. So the pressure is on. Get that, Exodus.
God. This is Exodus chapter 32, verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame. Exodus chapter 32, verse 25, and when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame amongst their enemies.
Yeah, when the scriptures speak about you being naked, they ain't talking about you being butt-ass naked. It's talking about you sinning, your shame. Right? That's what Adam and Eve did in the garden. Now with Moses, Mashah, King David in the reincarnation, right? When he came down from Mount Sinai, seeing you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians worshiping the Moloch, right, the pagan deity Moloch, carving on a rock all these calf images, all right, taking the gold you took. The brother Raw from the Valdosta camp.
God. And it says, Exodus chapter 32, verse 25, and when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame amongst their enemies.
Yeah, so we're basically seeing the same thing that Moses seen when he came down from Mount Sinai. We're seeing our people being naked, right? We're seeing them in shame. Because here it is, they're taking this injection without any shame. They're totally holding their arm out and taking the potion. So we're coming in the stand like Moses, and we're coming down and we're seeing these things before our people, and we're saying, what the fuck are y'all doing? Because that's what Moses said while he was going to get the laws, right? He was talking with the Lord, and the Lord was revealing about all these mysteries and wonders. He came down with the wisdom, and he looked at our people and said, well, I went to go get the Holy Covenant prepared. Y'all down here worshiping the old deities of Egypt. You know the nigger woman was twerking on the golden calf, right? Aaron had a shameful face because he was supposed to keep in charge while Moses and Joshua went to the mountain. Joshua kept charge at the bottom of the mountain, right? So we're seeing the same thing with our people. Their shamefulness. And then all these jakes that's on the internet and the shade room talking about they ain't gonna take the injection. We gonna see what you gonna take when this devil clamps down and takes your comforts away. Right?
That's right. Take that contract.
It's easy to say what you ain't gonna do while the pressure ain't on.
Like I said, the scripture say the Lord Esau coming out with great wrath, man. And we seeing that. We seeing people taking the jab at a all-time high, man.
God. And just to back up, I heard that Virginia is basically one of the most states for somebody that got they got the jab throughout all the states, man. If I'm not correct. So that was it.
Yeah, Esau is about to come down on you people, and he just testing you people. See how quick you are to get the jab. That's how quick you're gonna be to get the chip, man. It's nothing new under the sun. What happened in the past is gonna happen in the future, man.
That's right.
And we seeing it, which is a beautiful thing, man. That the Lord allowed us to come to this truth and wake up and see what's going on, man.
Yeah, the Lord is allowing him to make a division. That's what I'm going into. We're gonna stand for the Lord because, see, Esau is seeing who's not with his system, the beast system, and who is with the beast system. So they're already laying out the narratives for these zombies to come against us, all right? Because you got this new thing with Facebook. They're saying, report anybody you think is becoming the extremist, right? If you look at their profiles, they got a tattletale group now. And if you go to somebody's profile, you can report and say, this person is becoming an extremist, right? So they're laying the division out here. Like your boy Fauci said, there's two Americas right now, right? The vaccinated and the unvaccinated. So continue reading.
And it says verse 26, and it says that Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
And that's what we're saying right now, before this devil cranks things up this summer into the fall, right, with all these mandatory procedures. Who is going to be for the Lord? Who's going to stand on the Lord's side? All right? Pause that real quick. Get that Luke 18.
I got a quick precept too.
Get that Luke 18 first.
The book of Luke, chapter 18 and verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth.
With the Lord, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, find faith on the earth when he comes back, man. Who is going to be willing to say, fuck my job, right? Fuck my family, fuck my co-workers, fuck my friends in the world, right? Because the only people you can trust are the brothers in this faith that truly believe. Right? The brothers that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shah. Okay? Because as things cramp down, these people are going to totally be entwined with the beast system.
Right.
And you don't know what that damn juice is doing to their body. They don't even fucking know. It's an experimental drug.
Right.
Who's to say months from now your ass don't start wigging out? Or he turned up that 5G or something. Really, you don't know if it's connected to that.
Right.
That's why you don't take shit from the damn devil. The Lord said what? Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
It stops right there.
Right.
We don't need to hear nothing else.
Right.
He come with you, well, what about this? He shut the fuck up. You going in this slavery. We don't need to hear nothing from you. Everything we need to hear is from our elder apostles on down.
Right.
Anything you talking is a serpent talking.
If I can say, Esau he shows you on his Wicked Box, man, predicting program. It's this movie Kingsman, where he put a chip in everybody, and when he sounded the alarm, people just went into rage, man.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't know what. You know, like the brother just said, they got the 5G towers out here, yo. So you don't know what's gonna happen when Esau activate that shit. What you people gonna do, man?
That was his master plan too, because when he blew their heads off.
Yeah,
if you look closely, you can see a nuclear cloud coming out in the smoke from this damn shit.
Alright.
So he put, like the brother's going into the predictive programming. So you're dealing with a demon who puts shit in his movies and television. You can't trust a guy like that.
Right.
But see, you got niggas who ain't never had shit like Lil Nas X and sell his booty hole for $50,000, $100,000. And now all of a sudden he ain't have a hit all year.
Yeah,
What the hell he doing at the BET Awards? Out of all the awards, he choose the BET Awards to kiss on a nigga.
Right.
That show you that's an agenda that gets on. He didn't do that shit at the Grammys. He didn't do that shit at the MTV Awards. He wait till he get to the nigga awards, the black nigga awards, and kiss on a damn dude, man. What shows you that's an agenda that gets on?
Right.
Go ahead on.
Well, I'm gonna say, just to add on something, right? You were saying, Jake, they believe anything this madman say. Just in case, at the plantation, Big Boss Man put out a letter in the email that he's no longer going to test for marijuana. And these niggas waiting, like, I done talking like they lit up so quick. Because you know, the job I have is a higher job, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say exactly what it is. But you know, a drug test is mandatory. You can't play around like that. And just because it's Boss Man just put it out there in the letter. He didn't put it in the fine writing when your employee handbook and all that. He just put a letter out. And Jake went out there and they get high right now. It only take 1 second for him to be like, oh nah, I can't do that. I'm still gonna test y'all. And then have Jake on. You know what I'm saying? Now you out of a decent job, a so-called decent
The
job.
scriptures say they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no.
That's right. Go to them that cross.
When I look at the BET Awards, all I see is niggas playing dress up now.
I can't watch that shit. I can't watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
I can't,
But you
yo.
see like the pictures they posting on the red carpet. All
Yeah.
people are totally going. That's why the Lord said, "Ye are of the devil." They not Israelites. Don't get it misconstrued. The Lord is dealing with a particular nation right now. It's
Right.
the spiritual seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, to be the spiritual seed, you also have to be the physical seed. So don't get it twisted, okay? But he's not dealing with just the physical seed. He's dealing with the physical seed that has the faith.
Right.
Blessed are those who believe, who have not seen.
And they elect.
Exactly. So,
144,000.
exactly. So he ain't dealing with Wanisha, right, and Ray Ray. He ain't dealing with them niggas. Because they don't want to get right. How many times we come out here and we deal with these niggas and they, you know, they're the enemy. They're the opposition against us, man. You know? Hey, when you go into the history, who killed the prophets? Who gave our Lord up to Rome to murder him?
Jake.
Niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Let his blood be upon us and our children.
Exactly.
Wicked ass nigga.
And wonder why you in the projects living neck to neck, hearing gunshots every night. Well, you curse yourself.
Niggas knew Barnabas was a thief, a robber, a wicked ass, icy nigga.
He'll go straight to your car, steal your radio. They knew this nigga was around the hood doing shit. Everybody knew Barnabas.
Hey, he probably put one of them niggas to death that said let his blood.
Probably put your cousin to death.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
They probably released that nigga. Hey, the nigga that said let him free. He probably put his ass to death, man. He probably got loose and put his ass to death. And the Lord put the spirit on him, put that nigga to death.
Hey, you never know, man.
Hey, the
You never
Lord
know.
terrible, man.
Okay.
I had a quick precept. Cool. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 35. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or peril, or famine, or nakedness?
And that's why you got to gravitate to the Lord right now. Because what the Lord does, see, he's been doing little pop-ups, all right? And everything happens like a thief in the night. Boom, the pipeline, the gas, right? Boom, oh, cyber attack, little cyber attack here and there, right? Boom, little lockdown, pandemic. It's little pop-ups until the real boom hits.
Right.
So you never know when the Lord will allow you to do the next false flag or do some bullshit out here.
Right.
So you need to be grabbing onto the Lord, man.
Time.
Because when shit hit the haywire, you may be driving on the interstate. Boom, shit just shut off. Right. Now everybody out of their cars holding their heads up. Right? And they had a crib full of stock food, goods that they can't get to now.
Right.
Because they was preparing accordingly. They thought they was going to be in the crib. Now you got a journey to your career.
Right.
See, this is the type of stuff we meditate on, man. Because it's about to get real spooky out here. All these movies y'all like to go see, this shit gonna make it look way worse than the movies, man.
And if I could say Salah, they got a new movie called The Forever Purge.
Oh, they just dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Oh, they
new
dropped
shit.
it?
Yeah. That shit, it's like what's about to happen.
It's in the
predictive
theaters,
programming.
right?
Yeah, kind.
What?
It's in the theaters.
Yeah. See, man, Esau, man, he's showing you niggas, but you niggas are so stupid.
Yeah, I thought the Purge was supposed to end. These niggas said, fuck that.
Right.
Because in the trailer, it was like the Purge over. They was like, nah, nigga, it's forever Purge.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
That one never came on.
Yeah. And like I was telling brothers, I give these peons 4 days. Soon, because whenever a state of emergency happens, what do people do? Run to the goddamn grocery store. Right?
Gas.
Right? And it's a long ass line around the block. And the gas, it wasn't even a gas shortage.
It
Y'all saw that
wasn't.
shit? They was filling up
Yo,
trash bags.
all it was is
Niggas
it was a
filling up-
delay. It wasn't a shortage. It was a delay on the shipping.
But we seen them niggas do it. They actually made it a gas shortage.
Bugging out, man.
It wasn't a gas shortage. They made it a gas shortage because they
Right.
ain't got all the damn gas.
And
Right.
what happened? What happened to Salaki right after the gas went up?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of gas stations around here. They was holding off. They'll have put the bags on the handles and say no gas. But they had gas.
Right.
As soon as a week later, and they let the bags off, the gas went up. You know, I just got gas yesterday, $3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, it's worse than probably in like other states up north, man.
Yeah,
Oh, of
kind.
course.
Oh, yeah.
of
God
course.
damn.
That shit probably
$5,
$5.
$6.
Yeah, I was just
Damn.
about to say it's
West
probably
Coast
up
even
more.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
most
fine.
definitely.
Yeah. So imagine when the real, another thing that's happening in July is that cyber polygon, right? Where they running that drill simulation for cyber attack that's gonna shut off everything. Now imagine when that happened. That's why I say get these peons 4 days before they start trying to eat each other in the neck. Because everybody, as soon as everybody gonna run to the goddamn store, but meanwhile you don't realize it's gonna take you about an hour to get there, because everybody getting off the same exit. Then when you get there, everything is gone.
Right.
Because everybody done fucking took every goddamn thing. So now you resulted to what? Violence.
People already bugging out, shooting their kids, throwing their kids out the window. I just seen some father. He threw 2 of his kids out the window. One of them survived. Yesterday I seen somebody shot their kids up. Somebody just went in a relative's house, shot the two parents, and shot the little girl in the arm. So and this is so the shit ain't hit the fan yet. Imagine when the shit hit the fan, they gonna lose their mind. They ain't gonna be nothing for them to eat their kid or do something violent to their so-called
At the time
loved
of
ones.
Jacob's trouble.
So imagine what's gonna happen to the people that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go down.
Many should wax cold.
Because these people don't care about each other. They run with that fake love shit. Come up here try to tell us the
know what
love.
love
And
is.
y'all don't love each other.
Right.
Y'all only deal with each other because you gotta work with each other.
Right.
See, before integration, people could show their hate. Fuck you, nigga, go got the block.
Right.
But then once E said, no, we need to integrate because we need the black dollar, all right, and we need the woman out the home to destroy the family structure. So let these niggas integrate and get jobs. Edie wasn't with it at first. He was at the factory job, he and this nigga like.
That's why.
So it was integrated at the workplace, but they had like segregated stations. Now in today's age, everybody got to say, hey Bob, how you doing? And you do what you call small talk. How was the game?
Yep.
You know, hey, how's this? You shoot the shit.
Yep.
That ain't loving no damn body.
That's why they had to come up with the term unconditional and conditional love. If love is love, why would it be conditional and then unconditional? You know, it depends on your condition if you love the next person. That's like a brother said, small talk. Oh, I'm cool with him. No, you cool with him because he on the job and you got to deal with him. You don't really like him. You know what I mean? You know, it was unconditional love. Conditional love. Love is love, you know?
And the Lord gonna test that integrity. He gonna test that when you take your comforts away. Let's see if you love your co-worker in that day when your belly growling. Are you gonna keep your integrity in that day? You fuck this damn goofy. He's a fucking goofy. Right?
Right.
And you Moabites got some fucking nerve, man. There's a lot of videos of y'all popping up, smacking our women upside the head. But that's all good and dandy. You know? The Lord said you his washbuck, so you best believe his judgment coming towards y'all. And it was just a damn time. What was that just happened out there in Japan? A major mudslide or some shit like that? Oh, yeah. People died too. Fuck you damn goofs. You know?
Yeah, This is Romans chapter 8, verse 35. Once again, it says, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress?
Surely not the serpent. Because that's what happened in the garden. You should surely not die. one instance is what we got today. We living in fucking hell when we supposed to be living in Eden. Never did that. Remember, we was never supposed to die.
Right.
And we had rule over all animals,
Right.
over all creation. Now a dog will bite the shit out your ass.
Hey, bees are staying
Bees
the
and
fuck out your
stinging shit,
ass.
or wolves, you know what I'm saying?
See that
Squirrel.
video I
Yeah.
posted?
Who just my son just ran up on somebody.
A lion.
No, oh, I saw another video where it was like a raccoon or something was charging after a human, you know, and the girl was scared as hell. Big fat Edomite fell, bang, hit her head on the shit.
Yeah, man. And that's all because of what? The serpent, falling after the serpents. So we can't allow the serpent to
Yes, he
separate
does.
us again from the cross. All right? We can't allow the serpent to. Hey, the scripture say, "Let no man take thy crown."
Right.
You got this girl, Sha'Carri Richardson. All right? You worked all these years for the Olympics, and you know these white devils, these pale devils, are gonna drug test you, and they're gonna look for any reason to keep your fast ass from breaking all them damn records
That's right.
and putting these nations to shame. All right?
That's right.
So we can't be like Sha'Carri Richardson and because he said she found out her birth mother died, right? But when you set your sight on a goal, you can't let nothing
That's
take
right.
your crown.
That's right.
All right, because what would have made your mother even proud is seeing you shit on these other nations at the Olympics with a gold medal around your neck, not smoking weed, you know, right? And now you out of the Olympics.
Now they brought it back. It's only 20 days.
It's 20 days,
Yeah.
She gets just in time for her.
so she can run 100.
Yeah, she's suspended, but her reinstatement day is like right before she runs, so she's good now. But did you see did you see the Edomite that wrote that long thing talking about
Oh
how
yeah, her nails and
her nails
yeah.
being having strong nails means she's using steroids and her hair being long is steroid. I'm like, yo, you know, the damn devil can't stand seeing our people flourish, you know,
Yeah,
so-called flourish.
Yeah. But see, you can't let nobody take your crown, man. You can't let nobody take your spot. We ain't doing all this just for nothing.
Right.
Hey, even the apostle said, Lord, what should we receive for following after you? Right? Because all we is the flesh. And if this is all we got, then we want to enjoy this and we ain't gonna get nothing following you. That's what the flesh say. But the Lord said, man, who the hell you think I am? I'm the ruler of all creation. You can get 100-fold of what you got. Man, come on, stop playing. Now go feed the flock. And they went, got their gun, they flew and did the work. And that's what we doing, man. Because we see the unseen. We see the kingdom that's going to be built on earth. All right? See, all y'all want to get a leg up in this society. We don't want to be Jay-Z. We don't want to be Drake. We don't want to be P. Diddy. Right? We want to be men that's going to have a legacy that lasts for all eternity. And then our children that come up under us is going to be able to walk in that step. You the great-great-great-great-grandson of one of the elect members. Right? And you ain't going to never be thrown out of that spot. That's a beautiful inheritance, man. He can't give you that on this side. He can give you Federal Reserve notes that's going to crash.
Yeah.
And then once he in death, all right? Because at the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world, but your ass can still die.
Get cancer from these chemtrails or the food that he produces out.
Oh, that shit come with getting your ass taken and all that shit, man. To make it in this world, you gotta do some wicked, filthy things.
What's the sense of having $300 million, but now you gotta get chemotherapy, you know, once a month, and you can't eat, and you fatigued all the time, you know?
Are
That's
you-
this damn devil.
Are you drugged up all the time for you sacrificing your mama?
Yeah.
Right. At least like the
pedophile,
rappers
being
and
a
stuff.
pedophile, doing
That's
sex
never
magic,
shut up. Funny.
you know, sucking an old Edomite ride, anything, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that? Britney Spears just came out saying her father was forcing her. She basically, her father has her in a deal where she can't get out of.
Yeah, it's called
So it's coming out.
Right.
And you see how bugged out she is. She dancing with mascara running in the crib,
crazy as hell.
thinking she's still in the goddamn 2000.
She gets an allowance.
Yeah, she get all.
Allowance. This is one of the most famous singers of all
She
time.
like 40 years old, man.
But I mean, when she was on top, she had all the money in the world.
She was popular as fuck, man.
No, I'm just saying, financially, she had all the money in the world. She still has it, but she has to ask her people for allowance for Can I get this money for? And she worked for so-called work for that, you know.
But she don't. She got in that deal when she was young. When she was in the Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
Clubhouse, her parents were signing them deals while she was young. So she didn't even have a chance to look at that paperwork.
Right.
All right. So you got two options: kill yourself or cut your hair bald again. That's what happened when you sell your soul to the devil. Well, she's a damn Edomite. We don't give a fuck about her. But you got a lot of jakes that's bugged the fuck up. Right. That's why they always wear sunglasses.
Orlando Brown.
I was watching the Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown versus, and Keith Sweat was this nigga had too much smoke in his system. I had to rewind. I said, what the fuck this nigga is? He said, yeah, I remember when you want to give a shout out to P Diddy. I remember when P Diddy was an intern. He used to tell me, get up, Keith Sweat, I gotta go work. Get up, get up. I was like, what the fuck is? And Bobby had to cut him off like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
So these niggas are freaks.
One more thing, when we get back to scripture, I was really meditating on how many celebrities lost a loved one right when they popped. You just go down the road with it. You know, Kanye, Meg Thee Stallion, you know, her mom died. Yeah, Dame Dash, Aaliyah. Like, you could just keep going.
They sacrificed.
How?
As soon as the baby blew up his brother, my thing is, your brother was living all these years, then when you blow the hell up, now he dead,
Right.
you couldn't get protection for this nigga?
Right.
Get the fuck, but you alive though.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and it's just, the line just goes down, down,
Lil
down.
Durk,
down.
Lil Durk, he do a
his
song
brother.
with Drake. He do a song with Drake, and now his homeboy Von died. Then his brother just died. Like these niggas are just set up. I
And
wouldn't be surprised if the Von was set up by Durk.
What made me meditate on that is when I was listening to Lamont Wilson interview. Lamont from the Sanford and Son. I put it in the chat. Brothers, listen to that, man. Because he even said he was in that life. He said, nah, man, this is wickedness. You gotta sacrifice somebody.
And you gotta believe him. He was the son of Sanford and Son. He was the main star of Sanford.
Yeah.
So if he's saying that, you know it's the truth. He used to claim out straight. And hey, Bill Cosby, that example, that was a fucking humiliation ritual.
Yep.
It was something he did wrong where they was going into it, how they wanted his land on one of his mansions. Because it had a pipeline under it. It was very fertile with oil, but he wasn't giving it up.
And
he was trying to buy NBC. So it was a lot he was doing behind the scenes, and Esau had tapped that ass. So they brought this upon him, a humiliation.
You better know your place, nigga.
Because how all of a sudden
They
now,
just let that nigga out.
yeah, where were the accusers at? They just disappeared.
Right out of nowhere, right?
So that shows you who's in power, man.
Right.
And that's why these jakes are scared to their life. They ain't gonna come out and speak against this man.
Right.
All right, Kendrick Lamar was the closest thing out of all these entertainers. He came out straight saying, where he been at? Nigga missing for 5 years, man.
Right.
No music. Put that nigga on punishment. Nigga, don't you ever put out no multi-album telling us what he was right. Right? He's in control. You sign your soul to the devil, man. Did not Satan Shaitan, when our Lord came, did not he give the offer of the Roman Empire? He said, I'll give you all this if you worship me. He said it is written, do not tempt the Lord. So even the King of Kings had to be tempted that way. So you niggas ain't no difference.
You know, that's why the scripture says what? You shall have what? Gain the whole world, but what? Lose your soul, man.
Yeah. And Lil Nas X, you have lost your motherfucking soul and your mind. And your head gonna be very low in the kingdom, man. You gonna regret the day you did that falling, man. You know? Yeah. But it's beautiful times because we get mad at seeing all this transgender movement and the alphabet group coming out. Nickelodeon got a show now where they got trannies up there talking. It's madness, man. But it's beautiful because now we know we at the very end. Because right when this debauchery in the scriptures, whenever it got to its peak, the Lord brought that fire. Because the Lord only gonna allow this type of abomination to last so long. He only gonna allow women to be at a pedestal for so long, and the abominations of homosexuality to be at a point for so long. He can't stand it. You know what is the law for these abominations? Death. So he gonna allow you to see it in his pinnacle, and then he gonna tax that ass, and that's what you're about to see.
I got a quick precept for you. This Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sakes, those days shall be shortened. No, hey, Lord, about to shorten these days, man. No, or it's gonna be no flesh to be saved. Like the brother just expounded on. You got Esau putting they got trannies and Nickelodeon shows, doctrinizing the kids. You know, if this man if he has to go on he'll perfect the training, man. He'll perfect transforming a man into a woman, man.
And you just had a dude win Miss Nevada, beat out all the women. Now how the hell you got a man that decided to change himself to a woman, beat out the women in the damn competition?
Right.
The women looking
I saw
like
that, man.
the women looking like
It's not
the
fair.
fuck?
Right. They said he's a man.
So you women don't realize you losing supporting this agenda. Here it is, y'all done dolled yourself up, pretty smell good, and a goddamn nigga put on a fucking wig and titties and he come take the award, man. Then you had another beast. He went and did the women's weightlifting shit. A man, and he sitting there, pumping the hell out of that shit. The women like
Breaking records.
He's a man. Yeah.
but because he went and got some estrogen and some little titties for him, and now he considered a woman, and he beat out the women. He get the award.
See, that's what's uplifted here in Babylon, man. Which Babylon means confusion, man. We're in a confused ass place, and Yahweh Shema Shai must destroy this place, man. And so that's rightfully so.
Nigga gonna be in
for
the
you
devil.
dumbass women,
I
man.
identify as a woman so I can go into this spot.
Oh yeah. You know what's so funny? Like I said, when you read certain applications, it says male. Oh, at the DMV. Like I said, you know how it is. You know how it is. You sign a piece of paper. You know you can recognize it. It says male and female, and it says non-binary out there.
Where they just said now you can put the two genders in the passport.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We have a nigga in the WNBA windmilling on bitches, man. This shit is out of control. You know? It's out of fucking control. But we gotta see it at this pinnacle, man.
Right.
Because it lets us know that the Lord is about to make his imminent return.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Quick precept. This is the book of Isaiah 66.
And you gotta be careful, like I'm telling you, like I was telling Arky, look man, these men can literally get vaginas.
Right.
They have procedures where they can get vaginas, so you gotta be very circumspect these days. It's getting wild and crazy out here.
Right.
You can't just be looking at some, ooh, yeah. Then you gotta control your loins, man. Control your lusts.
Right.
Them demons, they looking to attach on to your ass, man. You don't know what the hell you looking at these days.
Right. If I can say, if you're a part of the elect, Lord willing, we are. The Lord gonna protect us from that shit, man.
But we still gotta be wise. Like I
Right.
said, but you never know, man.
That's right.
Yeah, it is.
It is discernment.
That's what makes you the elect, applying this wisdom.
Right.
Because when you get pulled over by a cop, you ain't gonna goddamn fuck you.
Right. Right.
You gonna apply the wisdom. The elect gonna apply the wisdom. But a nigga that ain't part of your elect will be like, look, man, I'm tired of you pressure. Hey, get your ass out the car.
Hey, the scriptures say a soft words turn away wrath,
Yep,
man.
yep. And that's what Paul did with Agrippa.
We're not going to.
He said, I wish that you could be good with Agrippa.
Right.
Because he was about to go to prison.
God.
And Agrippa said, damn, you almost persuaded me to be a Christian. Paul, is Paul Yaakov?
God.
He supplanted that damn Edomite.
That's right.
Agrippa gonna be in slavery. Paul knew that.
Right.
See, when we get brought to these governors and wherever brothers may be in these camps or wherever you get brought and they question you, you use soft answers and they
Right.
get you out of the situation.
Right.
You ain't gotta be, you a goddamn devil.
Hey, look at Yahweh Shai, yo. Did Yahweh Shai go slap? You know, he had spiritual power.
Yeah.
He just agreed with his after. He went, you know. Hey,
We're not
Yeah,
going to
God.
raise our voice at the police and tell the brothers, get the scripture, get Amos, such and such.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That was
That
so,
nigga was going off.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
you yelling at the so-called authorities of this land, and they're gonna, you gonna spiritually fight them with the scriptures? No, you not.
It show you that he ain't in order, man. Our apostles tell us how to deal in situations, man.
The scriptures say agree with your adversary.
Render on the season, man.
The Lord loves him that dwelleth with wisdom. Just like you had them niggas that got pulled over a couple years back with fringes on. They start, fuck this, fuck that. And then once they ass got in cuffs, it don't work like that. You can't call them, Lord, if you fucking been a nigga. You should have just been like, officer, what's the problem? Officer, okay,
Right.
officer, no problem, officer. And get out of that situation.
Then the brother shoved the police back. You don't put your hands on those damn police.
Right.
What
Yeah.
are you thinking?
That's a law, federal law.
They want you to touch them so
Right.
they can
They
manhandle you,
itching,
lock
man.
you up.
Esau itching.
Because one thing that the devil hates to see brothers in unity.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whenever you see a group of brothers, he got to put his foot all in the mix of that. What
Right.
these niggas up to?
Yeah.
You
God.
know what I'm
And
saying?
it takes wisdom to see that. Like, don't let this devil get you out of your spot. You know
Right.
who you are.
God. Just to back up, like I said, man, me and the Ayesha Gabar did a video like this past week, man, talks about what Esau hates spiritual. What Esau hates spirituality, man. what? Esau loves carnality, man.
Yeah.
Like you said before, that's what you want. Like I said, what you got to do? Like I said, you got to use wisdom against them. Like I said, you got to beat them with spirituality, man.
It's something that you don't got.
Yeah, you can't win that.
If he can go carnal and spiritual, he can only go carnal.
Well, nah, he's spiritual on the left hand side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he has no righteousness.
Yeah, it say who can make a crooked thing straight. He can't be righteous.
Yep. Which he can't overcome.
Fucking
The
devil.
righteous spirit is greater than the wicked spirit. That's
Right.
why he got to come with that sword.
Right.
But see, when he knows that keeping us away from our power, that's why he puts all this filth in our neighborhoods.
Right.
Puts all these abominable foods in our stores. Shoves homosexuality to our people. So
Right.
now you got our people, even niggas, well, bro, if he ain't bringing it don't affect me, so he gonna do it over there, bro. You got real, supposed to be real niggas. It's like, well, as long as he keep it over there. Nah, nigga, that's an abomination.
Our niggas
I don't care
saying,
what he do.
our niggas saying, oh, it's okay to get neck from a tranny, get some head. See, niggas on that shit, man.
Yeah, because a
Bugs out, man.
lot of our people be like, I don't care if he gay, as long as you don't touch me. You don't try me. What you mean you don't care, man? What, there's nothing prosperous that could come out of a man being with another man.
Right.
Yeah.
Wicked as fuck, man.
The Lord said, speak against it.
God.
Let your yea be yea, your nay be nay.
Right.
There's no middle ground. See, Jake loves the middle ground.
Yeah.
There is no gray area with the Lord.
Right.
He don't deal with fuck niggas.
Right.
That's why when you take that injection, the Lord said, okay, use a fuck nigga and use a fuck nigga.
Right.
Right? Or you got all these Israelite groups, oh, take the jab. Well, you take the jab if you want to, and you take the chip if you want to. The Lord
Right.
gonna mark your ass with the mark of judgment.
Right.
Right.
Kill that nigga. Put an angel of death on your back.
Right.
Your due date is set. Your expiration date is set. Right? You know?
This is the book of Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, for behold, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebukes with the flame of fire.
And now everybody's seen the chariots. It's
Right.
undeniable now. Right?
Hey, beautiful.
And they about to even appear even, you about to see some wild ass stuff. That's just like Elder Apostle said, he wouldn't put it past the Lord just decided one day to allow the chariots, an army of chariots to stay up for a whole week. You're gonna start seeing crazy stuff like that, right? They gonna link us with the crazy shit that's going on. It's those guys that have been teaching all this anti-America stuff.
Hey, we was talking about it, yo. They gonna be like, cause they said it's a weapon from, like China and different, the people other than they gonna be like, they secret.
The brothers see the video I put in.
Yeah.
Brothers see the video I put in the chat today. There was about 4 chariots, I believe, in Russia, right? And they shot a missile at that shit. And you see the missile just hit the chariots. Boom! It was real cloudy for a second. The chariots still chilling like this. Because the chariots were dropping something liquid down. And I mean, this missile hit 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Boom! And you can see it explode. And then, like, when the dust settled, the chariot's still right here, just chilling. Like, not phased, yo. So you know that's scaring the shit out of these damn devils.
It's scaring them, yo. They say this is the curse that shall go throughout the 4 corners of the earth, who kill it, who swerve and still up on this side, man. Unless you devils, man.
Yeah, they gonna link us to all the crazy shit.
Right.
See, the boogeymans is Russia, China, and Iran. Those are the boogeymans, North Korea. Anything they gonna link us to that. They terrorists. They domestic terrorists. And that's when the pressure gonna get put on. Cause like we're speaking against the jab right now. We're speaking against the mark. But when they start bringing that media, right, that control force, that witchcraft, and we still out here speaking against it, then they gonna come against it. Oh hell no, they gotta get locked up. Cause you see in other countries, they find the niggas. In the Philippines, they said, nigga, take the jab or I'm locking your ass up. He said, you got 2 options. Take it or I'm locking you up. What would you do if that came to earth? How many people would get locked up? Hell no.
You mean those quote-unquote gun-tone Edomites, the patriotic Edomites?
No, I said, how many people would get locked up?
Oh, God.
Everybody
would take the jab.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Why? Because they have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right. Faith
Only
is the
the elect.
substance of things, hope for the evidence of things not seen.
Only the elect and a few remnants of these gun-toting, like you said, Edomites that's against it. And even a lot of them can't. Right. Because see, you can't keep stalking up, because you got a lot of them that's addicted to stalking up. But if they take that away from you, fuck. You know? Don't nobody want to be locked up, man. Nobody want to lose their confidence.
Or if Esau take their kid, man. If Esau
Oh, yeah,
take their
but
kid,
yeah, that'll get a lot of
my little precious queen.
Yeah, that'll get
You
a
know,
lot of
different
people.
things, man. They don't got wisdom.
They give Susie by the picture, and you know where she going.
Right.
Straight to the sex camps.
Right.
Right? Straight to sex trafficking. Or they gonna put her through a goddamn sacrificial ritual.
Right.
Right? So you don't wanna lose your kids, man.
And
when
now-
the kids go, they on the Disney World getting fucked.
If I can say, they don't got wisdom like we got wisdom to know that if the Most High, if Yahweh Shema Shah take our kids or our women, they probably did something wicked in their past life, man. And that's just a test on to us, man. To try our faith, man. Is you gonna take the chip if you know if a Roman soldier coming and got down take your kid and put a shotgun to his head, like I'm gonna blow his brains out.
No.
You know?
Hey, Shalom, Elder. Shalom.
Shalom.
If I may real quick.
Yeah,
Hebrews 10:35 says, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward." And a lot of these people out here, they gonna cast away their confidence. They're gonna give up. They're gonna give up the gusto. You know, they're gonna, like the brother said, they ain't trying to get locked up, so they're gonna take the jab. You know what I mean? We know not to take that. You know what I mean? We know that because we have something greater in the kingdom. You know what I mean? And we want to be the first fruits of the kingdom of Yahshua.
And your kids don't belong to you anyway. They Yahweh's, right? Yahweh gave you them kids, all right? So if he wants to take them away, obviously it's his will, all right? So the scriptures say, resist not the will of the Most High. That's what you niggas don't understand. When you fighting against Esau, you fighting against the Most High. He set Esau up right now. When the Assyrians came into power, wasn't nobody fucking with him because the Most High was behind him. When the Babylonians came into power, wasn't nobody fucking with him when they took down the Assyrians because the Most High was behind him. Medo-Persians, the Greeks, Alexander the Greek, they say he was running through motherfuckers. Why? Because the Lord was on his horse with that sword. When the Romans came in with their emperors and their Caesars, the Lord had to set them up. So what you think is happening now with us? The Lord is behind this. That's why we popping up all across the globe. You can't stop this. This is of the Lord. We can't stop this. I can fall out right now. This show gonna move on the road. This brother can fall out. This show gonna go on the road. We done seen many past camps, many top brothers we thought was skillful in the scriptures. Where they at now? Where they at? Nowhere to be found. On the back of a milk cart. This is the Lord's show. He chooses who he wants. The Lord said he can lift up stones, man.
Right. And that's a fearful thing, man. Hey, that's why we gotta be humble as hell and push this word, most importantly, man, in truth and sincerity, man, because the Lord know the inward, man. If you don't believe or not, if you bullshitting or not, man. How about some outside? No. And it's only a matter of time for he gonna get you out, man. So if you ain't in this thing in truth and sincerity, hey, the Most High gonna get you out, man. You gonna take the chip, you gonna get weak, probably take the jab when Esau come threatening your job, man. Hey, we gotta be prepared, man. You know, at the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shah called us in this thing, man, and we gotta, hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. The scriptures say in Amos, the Lord will do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. We got the secrets, man, and the Lord called us friends, man.
If you do what he say. He said, you are my friends if you do what I say. So you niggas, you want to put the Lord on your terms. It don't work like that. And you niggas are gonna come against us because I'm at the plantation and the nigga woman ask me every morning, you get your shot yet? You get loud as hell on the work floor. You get your shot? You know the church is giving it out for free. Said I ain't getting it. You can ostracize me in the workplace. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. And that's the spirit you gotta have. You can't be, I wonder how they think about me. Or they looking at me strange. Fuck these people. They don't even know their nationality, man.
Hey, it's crazy because, hey, the men that's doing the work, the elect, Lord willing, we part of the elect. We ain't worried about that shit, man. We ain't worried about the jet. We ain't worried about none of this shit. It's crazy because I'm living my life like, I know the Lord got me, yo. I ain't worried about the new strand niggas talking. They talking about that shit at my job.
Hey, that's true freedom. See, the Lord really gives you true freedom. That's true freedom in the Lord.
Not, yo.
You just walk without a care. See, in the world, you have too many goddamn burdens.
Right.
And the scriptures say his burden is light. When you come into the truth, all you gotta do is fight to serve the Lord. You ain't worrying about what the world doing. Man, you hear they about to do? Lord, man.
Hey, Hey, them cool niggas was talking about it at my job. They was like, oh yeah, they think they don't escape those of y'all that didn't take the jab, cause that new strand out.
Shut your ass up.
How stupid is that shit? I talked to my friend about that. I said, man, how they know a new strand gonna come out now?
They
Before
said
get
it's
here?
out, man.
No, I'm just saying though. Like,
Oh, yeah, kinda.
You know, I keep
Right.
I keep fucking with my friend. Yo, this is all a setup, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? How they gonna talk about a new strand before it get here? How they know it's gonna come?
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
if
they-
they knew it was gonna come, when they block that shit off somehow?
But they look at us like that, because they see us, we don't be having to care in the world. Like, we'll get that all the time. Like, man, don't shit really ever really bother you like it. It's because, look, brother, look,
Yeah.
the shit that I know finna come is way worse than this problem on the
Right,
job
right.
you stressing on.
Yeah.
Right.
The shit y'all work, you heard about your grandma and this, they fight. Look, man, do y'all know what's finna befall America?
Right.
Do you know what entails Jacob's trouble? I'm getting my mind set on that.
Right.
These little minuscule problems ain't got shit on that. So
Right.
I'm able to burst through that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah like it's nothing.
Time like never before, man.
You gonna
Like,
see
Ain't
motherfuckers
nobody ever seen nobody eat another man. Nobody seen that.
cannibalism. You gonna see these top egg models around the corner getting gang raped, right? Because you got a whole bunch of weirdo dudes that's been waiting to get their hands on you women. Because all y'all doing was been advertising y'all body all over the internet,
Right.
For all
All you see.
for your millions of followers.
That's all you fucking
They like,
see,
as
man.
soon as I can get my, if I can ever get my hands on her, I'm gonna do her dirty. That's what dudes are like.
Yeah.
That's why there's a law on rape, because niggas are creeps. Let's just keep it a buck.
That's true, that's
You got some creepy ass dudes. So let us go back. So you had guys that couldn't really control their lust and control their loins, so there needed to be a long break. So if he did take it, hey look, now you gotta pay that father's dowry, and you gotta make her her wife, and you gotta take care of her for the rest of your days.
Right.
That would take away, shit, I ain't gonna just come up to her because I ain't got it like that. Right? But see nowadays, men can just bust you upside the head and take it.
Right.
The police force, they don't talk about this in the news. The police force is heavy in rape.
Right.
They be putting the cuffs on bitches and raping them in the back of cup cars.
It came out. They was catching them on camera and shit like that.
They raped
Yeah.
that little young girl. They
Oh, yeah,
had
yeah.
her cuffed. Threw her, banged her head against a
Well,
joint.
that's
and
what-
just
Right,
took
yeah.
it.
Took a doggy style.
Hey.
And so there needs to be a long rape.
That's right.
It controls it. Because it's going to happen. It happens every day.
Right.
Now, I was saying, brother, you made a strong point. All you women out here shaking your ass and exploiting yourself. Hey, I was over at my family house last night and he put that Meg Thee Stallion video on. Did anybody see that
I
shit?
don't want to hurt you.
Yo, I don't want to watch that shit. Yo, I can. The whole video, she's just shaking her ass with her cheeks out. In every scene, the scene, you know how they do a video? You go from one scene to she's literally looking back at the camera with her ass out, shaking it through the whole motherfucking.
Man, that's why that nigga
The
shot
whole
her.
video. Yo, and like the brother said, in that
That nigga
day,
shot her.
man, you know, they some weirdo that is looking at her like, oh, I'm gonna get her, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's a
think about
perverse
that.
spirit because she was kissing on, she
Yeah,
was
I
tongue
seen that.
kissing one of the city girl chicks.
Yeah.
So the women, because a lot of you niggas think being gay is nasty,
sin.
but you think lesbianism
Right.
is
Nice.
nice. No, being a lesbian is fucking disgusting.
Right.
Two women licking on each other is an abomination.
Wicked
And we used
filthy
to stone them back in the ancient times too.
Right.
Keep giving these women a fucking pass when they the weaker vessels.
Right.
Right.
You hold a man to a certain standard, you damn sure better hold a woman to an even greater standard.
Right.
Give you no goddamn pass.
It's because of the woman became the beginning of sin, man. The fuck?
And through her, we all die.
Right.
And you still between her thighs, sucking up that serpent juice, man.
Right.
Letting her have a leash walk you up and down the street. You a man. A man has a purpose.
Right.
And it ain't chasing up after no woman.
Right.
Especially if you an Israelite man, your purpose was put on this earth to serve Yahweh Shemel Shah and glorify him. He'll give you the women.
Right.
You do what he say first. You don't put no woman before any goddamn thing. You a man. And that's why you see all these red pill channels popping up all over YouTube.
Right.
Because the Lord is putting the spirit back on the earth for men to rise back up. All this simping going on the earth.
Right.
It's high time for the Israelite man to wake up out of sleep, man.
That's right.
That's what made these nations scared.
That's right.
Because they've been seeing us dominate through the sports. They've been seeing us dominate through the entertainment. But see, it's a difference when we're a nation and we got a military and we got a king and we got captains and generals and we own the resources.
Right.
Now they like, oh shit, we in servitude. But see, when we in slavery and all we can do is use our strength to entertain, they ain't gotta be scared of us because we don't have no power. But see, the Lord has given us the power back through these actions that we're doing right here.
That's right.
Obedience. That's what he requires, obedience. And this is what's going to cast down the strongholds of Esau. That wine, that wrath of fornication, that whore that sit up upon the beast, that goes throughout the whole earth with Christianity. This guy, a Roman Renaissance deity, that was forced upon us on plantation, on every plantation throughout America. This was forced upon us, and you got niggas like Vocab Malone want us to go back to this.
Yeah.
The reason why we eat pork is because of this.
Right.
Grits, shrimp, crab, and lobster, celebrating Christmas.
Right.
When you used to be the presents on Christmas.
Yep.
You Jake's out of your mind, man. Go ahead, oh.
Finishing now Isaiah 66 and 16, it says, For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
What Sunday service was that read in your churches?
Right.
That the slain of the Lord is going to be many.
Oh, God loves all. God gonna save all, baby. My God will never do that. My God
Well,
will.
what's the name of your God? You hit these Christians with simple questions they can't even answer. They call themselves to be Christians. It said the Israelites, the elect Israelites, the followers of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, they were called Christians first at Antioch. To be a Christian means first you have to be an Israelite from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then it means you have to be a follower of Yahweh Shah. And we don't take that term Christian because that was a Greco-Roman term put on us. We take the term of being Hebrew Israelites because that's our nationality that was raped from us and stolen from us from the seed of these devils, the pale nation, the pale horse, the red horse spoken of in the book of Revelation. Right? First came out red all over. Who's the red man on the earth? Who's the guy that's been a vagabond and a fugitive running throughout the whole earth? What did Cain say? Lord, if they see me, they should surely kill me.
Right.
They gonna know I don't have no pigment. They gonna know you against me. My curse is greater than I can bear. And this nigga been running throughout the whole earth. I'm European. I'm white. I'm the Jews. I'm the Egyptians. I'm not Esau.
Hey, I'm African. They
everything.
even claim to be the African.
African,
You know? How you everything?
They claim to be everything but themselves.
Yeah,
Right.
everything, yo.
That was
I
funny.
don't want to be Esau. I don't want to be
See,
Esau.
but you're gonna be Esau today because we done found out who you are.
Right.
We done found out the serpent in the garden who he was. You can't run no more. We don't care how many times you strike our channels with that bullshit you doing,
Right.
being a little punk, putting us on suspension. You on time out for 2 weeks now.
Talk.
Right.
Poor ass nigga.
We don't went through hella time, yo. It's like every
I be
teacher.
seeing you. I be having to keep up.
Yeah, God.
You're like, damn, where the brother's pages at, man? You know?
He said every
Because we
week.
dealing with a damn serpent. He don't even play fair by his own rules.
God, yeah.
They deleted both of the testimony channels. They deleted. We on like 8.
Hey, you're right. The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms, right? Now, depending on what imaginary line you live on, meaning in the different states, you can't bear arms. Some like up and north, you get
Right,
caught
New
with
York, you can't even
a
have it.
pistol. It's mandatory 5 years.
Yeah.
But hold up, in the Second Amendment, it said I had the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Right.
So they don't even play fair by their own laws that they set in stone.
But it's not for Jake. It's not, they
There's
laws
some
are
for
for
Jake.
Esau.
Ain't none of this for us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why they know Jake gonna get caught up in that because Jake don't look up on nothing.
Yeah, you
Or
niggas,
read about nothing.
fail to realize y'all was on the plantation while they was writing these laws.
Right.
Abraham Lincoln told me didn't want to set no damn slaves free.
Right.
He was fighting with the Confederates. All right, and he said, "Fuck this, fuck." All right, let's distract them by saying the slaves gonna be free. And then the Confederate was like, "Hold on, motherfucker. What the fuck going on? Our slaves are gonna be free. We run the South because Abraham Lincoln was a part of the Union. He was up north, so he didn't even have control of what was going on down south. He couldn't. What you think he was gonna ride on a horse, go free all the damn slaves? You was still fucking slaves.
Right.
That's why you had Juneteenth, because you had niggas that didn't even know about the emancipation. Hold on, what? We ain't supposed to be free.
All the way in Texas.
Right.
100 years later, they still
Exactly.
expect me in Texas.
Which you was never was free because you was transferred from private ownership to the government ownership. That's why today you pay taxes.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
why today you have a Social Security ID. The government owns you. All right. You're not on a private plantation no more. The whole America is a plantation. All right, a whole corporation which is owned by Great Britain. That's the little horn that came out of that beast spoken of in Daniel. All right, you ain't free, man.
Right.
If I may, you gotta remember, in them days, we were considered 3/5 of the men.
Right.
We
And
weren't
we
even
still
considered-
are.
We were, we
It's
weren't
still
even
on the Constitution.
Oh, okay, come. But that's what I'm
still
saying.
is, come.
You know, that's how you know that them laws weren't set for us,
Right.
not for Israel. You know.
And every time you showed yourself to try to be free, a Black Wall Street in North Carolina or Georgia or wherever you had it, because it was many Black Wall Street.
Right.
Wherever you would put it, the nigga would bother.
Right.
He would bring in a mob squad and tear it down. Oh no, nigga, don't you ever think. You know,
Right.
you can rise up. So when you did start to show some type of freedom, he came and whacked your ass.
Right, he gonna bring in infiltrators.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
the
that's-
agents.
that's
him
what
too,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
all the time.
He infiltrates every goddamn
Black
thing.
Panther.
See, and that's why you can't be free, because if your enemy can come in and infiltrate certain groups, how the hell are you free?
Hey, it showed you that on that
Black
Judas-
Messiah.
Yeah, yeah, Black Messiah, yeah.
That's a
Hey, that's a
good
good ass
movie.
movie, man.
But like the brother Slockin, like the brother said, no matter what organization was it, they had an infiltrator.
Right.
Black Panthers. People love that big picture of Hugh Newton. He was rolling with the government.
Right.
The Bloods, the Crips, they infiltrated. Anything you want to think of, anything that has the Muslims, infiltrators.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't like the dude was hating on Malcolm.
Yeah.
Did the bullshit. You know what I mean?
You look at how Chicago became Chirac. It started with the BDs and the GDs.
Yeah.
You see all the old leaders of the BDs and GDs, they had structure, right? Even though it was nigga shit, they had structure. They had generals, captains on down. They would control the drugs that they were pushing out throughout the community. But Esau locked up the heads of the BDs and GDs and told them, look, ain't gonna be no more of this shit. We finna control this, right? And you gonna get these little niggas to do certain things and get them locked up. So now you see all the heads of the BDs and GDs no longer around. You just got a whole bunch of little niggas running around in Chicago claiming the same set, shooting each other with no order.
And a lot of
Why did it happen like that? Because the devil came in and orchestrated it like that.
Right.
And even I did a video about the great O Block, right? Where these niggas Chief Keef and Lil Durk from is up for sale and it just been bought by Edenbrand. So what you think they about to do? Run you niggas out to somewhere else and build Pleasantville?
No, I was gonna say in a lot of cases, them big dogs of them gangs and blocks, they the informants.
Right.
How you think they the big dogs that never get caught? You know what I mean? Because they paying up. Oh, what's the movie? What's the show we be watching? This joint loosely based off of Freeway River Books. Snowfall.
Yeah.
He the big dog, but he rolling with the CIA. You know what you think? You know?
And the big boss always be the sodomite too, man. You know?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Well, that's what he does to the big dog, you know. You know, he takes his manhood from him, you know.
This how you know this man is in power. Even with the cocaine, which got stripped down to crack, which into our neighborhoods.
Right.
How did it get over here?
Right.
Because the Contras, Esau was supplying them with weapons, and in return, they were supplying them with the coke.
Right.
But see, only Hollywood and the rich folks got the coke. You niggas got that crack,
It was that movie.
which tore your ass up,
Right.
which turned your mother into a dick sucking whore, to where she didn't even notice her own kids walking past her up the block.
They showed that in the movie. What's the movie? Denzel Washington. Name I forget what it's called.
American Gangster.
Yeah, American Gangster, so to speak. You know what I mean? With that blue magic and all, and that coke and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
You know what I mean? When you see the mother dead, baby was
yeah,
crying.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. I was like, damn.
And it's a movie, I think it's called Guns, where it show you that Esau selling the guns to the, starting the wars, man, funding the wars, selling the guns, bringing the drugs back to America, man. That's what this devil do, man, because our nigga gonna get coke, man, all these drugs.
Yep.
No, it's Esau bringing that stuff back over here, man.
Even with this whole homosexual agenda.
Right.
That's how they trying to cut off us building more families, right? They're not chopping your penis off no more. They're just trying to get you to turn to a whole woman, right? And on the other flip of that, they're trying to get women to turn against their men.
Right.
And the numbers are saying that the couples of the Israelites are no more. It ain't happening no more. Relationships aren't building no more because the whole family structure is destroyed.
Right.
Right? So that's what the Lord said. If not, He have left a remnant, we should be as Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
If it was a daughter of Yahweh Shemel Shada, he gave her elect because that was the ace in the hole. Right? That was the trump card he had on Esau. Nigga, don't you ever think I would choose you? I chose you to be Edomite.
Right.
I'm gonna make a way for my people to come back for me.
And like you said earlier, Esau be claiming to be everybody, making everybody a homosexual, putting abominable foods and everything because he be slick praying to the Lord. Like, look at your people going off. You know, let them be my people. Fucking devil.
You in the Holy Land getting your ass whipped by Palestinians, right? You going to the market and a Palestinian throw a rock at your head, right? And then you throw a rock, y'all fighting in the land. Because really it don't belong to either one of y'all.
Right.
That land is in total turmoil, and the only people that recognize that as being their land are y'all. Russia said it ain't your land, the Iranians said it ain't your land, the Palestinians said y'all don't got direct bloodlines back to the ancient Israelites. That's why people are warned against that land over there. But who's the only ally of Israel? Who the major ally of Israel? America. The European Union. Why is that so? Because they want to keep that land intact. They the ones that gave them that land. The beast gave the Amalekites that land. And everybody else had to sit back and watch that bullshit, knowing that the real Israelites got casted out of that land. But Russia and these other countries, they ain't gonna come out aid because they want world domination. So they ain't gonna come out and say, no, let's get the Negroes, the Hispanics, and Native Americans back to the land of Israel. They ain't gonna do that. China trying to be next up. Moab said, fuck that.
They retarded.
We got a chance.
Cross out of that.
We got a chance. We finally got our technology out. Yeah, we got 6G coming out. We might have a chance.
Motherfucker be eating live calamari turtles.
They eat anything. They eat anything, man.
Hey, don't video, bro.
Them videos.
Snails,
God
bro, that shit be
damn.
nasty
Yo,
as hell,
they be
bro.
eating shit you don't even never seen before.
Right.
The bitch, she get like, trying to break open this shit.
Yeah.
What's that
biting
video that you did
shit.
with the little duck thing? Remember that little duck thing?
Man, I don't know what, it's some new shit they be eating out the ocean.
seen the one where they had to play with an octopus. And they'll pour like soy sauce
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it,
they put-
and the salt that hit the tentacles, and then make the tentacles be all moving in this piece.
You think y'all motherfuckers gonna rule?
I seen one where they had a big ass, I'm talking about this shrimp was this size.
Salt in it makes
So, and it looked like a nasty ass. Now see what the Lord said, don't eat no fucking shrimp. It was a giant shrimp and the legs was like this. It looked disgusting. It looked horrible.
Right.
Smell, like I
The
said,
prophecy
like
said it
smell
stops
them.
at the 10 toes. They
Terrible
say nothing about Moab ass at the end. So this how we know we about to get out of here, because Moab rising up. Hey, Moab popped shit this week. They
Hey.
said, Moab came out and said nobody will bully us. Russia just came out this week and said, look, America, it ain't gonna be no World War III because America know they can't win World War III. So these nations are ready.
Yeah.
Call on Yahweh Shemel Shah because Joel the 3rd chapter said that is his determination of the nations. And Russia, there will be a World War III because the Lord gonna make it. The Lord gonna put the spirit on America to do some shit to piss y'all off.
Yeah.
I'm saying a lot of goddamn sodomites, man.
Oh, yeah. They coming out the woodwork.
They coming out the motherfucking woodwork.
Yeah,
This
it's
is-
everywhere.
Huh?
It's everywhere.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord, Yahweh Shem El Shad, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
So vocab, what the hell is vocab he talking about? Lord chose Jacob. You can't disannul the covenant. You can't disannul the promise. It never changed. When Yahweh Shah came, he was for his people. He sat down and ate with his people. He gave gifts to his people. He did miracles to his people. All right? Go ahead, on.
It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and the land of the Lord.
That's
How
owning
about
somebody.
Shemal Shah?
And it says what, possession. So what does that mean? That you own something.
That's right.
Ownership, go ahead.
That's
Like,
right. See, because free labor gets you rich.
God,
Why was these ancient kingdoms so great? They had free labor from the Israelites. What made America so great? Free labor from the Israelites. That's why you can't put a number on reparations.
Right.
You can't put a number on what you did to the Native Americans and the Hispanic tribes and what you did in the islands and to the Negroes. And then the Edomites that got rich, they not even in America. They over there in Switzerland and Europe, England, all these private islands that then sucked up all the gold and resources, and they left you low-level Edomites over here. They went and took the wealth. That was what the whole gold rush was about. You had Moabites coming over here, Edomites from Europe coming over here to suck up all the resources and take it back. And they built all these companies and institutions off of the slave labor. All these railroad systems and oil companies. Come on, man. The Levi's you wear today, he got rich off of free slave labor.
Right.
A lot of alcohol companies. Yeah. Come on, man. You can't pay that back. So we gonna possess y'all like y'all possessed us.
Right.
Right.
See, in the scripture say you didn't consider the latter end when you had to put us on them damn slave ships, which they said the ceiling underneath was like 5 feet. And you know a lot of us was tall, so we you know what I'm saying? Now imagine you laying back on what, like 6 months, some shit like that, on a trip to America the whole that damn time.
And it was 3 months,
Come on,
about
man.
3 month travel, I think. 3
Yeah,
months.
3-4 months, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was 6
That's a long ass time.
That's a
bro.
long ass, and you just laying on your back,
Shitting on each other. They say
Pissing
Jake
on
was
each
dying
other.
from the smell.
throwing up on each other, and then this devil got the nerve. Man, they stink. No shit, you damn dude.
And this devil got the nerve to say slavery was a choice.
Nah, but see, that's also spiritual because look, yeah, we stuck because we ain't had no choice. What happened when the funky ass Edomites came to America? What the Native Americans had to do? Then you said that they could smell it before they came off the motherfucker, off the ship. You know what I mean? That shows you, yo. The scripture say he's the violet in the earth, yo. You know what I mean? He's just a nasty being, man.
Those conditions on the slave ships was horrible. A lot of our women were hitting adult pregnant already because you were fucking them on the ship.
Right.
On the menstrual cycle.
They was on the auctioning block with babies, with tail babies in their stomach. You know?
Yeah, that's another thing. You know, this damn that devil impregnated our women. You know, making more evil spawn of themselves.
Right. Chocolate Edomites.
Fucking our
it's a
men,
lot of them.
fucking our little boys. You tied a big ass boko.
Right.
You would tie the strongest slave up, make a point, and then fuck them, and then call your homeboys to fuck them too.
That's it, man.
You want a piece of this? You want a piece of this guy?
In front of his woman.
In front of his wife and his children. Now, what you think that did to the spirit of our people?
Right.
Totally broke us down.
Esau wicked as hell.
Devils got a lot to pay for, man.
Right.
Show you in that movie, Butler, when he was working in the field with his son, he took Mariah Carey, his wife, into the
Oh yeah, gone.
so, and his son was like, "Daddy, what you gonna do?" You know,
said, "Hey."
your son, you looking at your son's eyes, it kind of boosted him up. So he know he ain't supposed to speak against master,
Right.
but he looking at his son, so he's like, "Hey," and the master just pulled out the gun. It wasn't even the master; it was the overseer. He just shot him.
Right.
You know, no might in your hands, man. Yeah.
Clap, man.
And that's the shit we had to deal with on a daily basis. You work a full day on the plantation, and you see how big the cotton fields is.
Right.
Go to certain parts of Virginia, certain parts down south. Them cotton fields is miles long,
Oh yeah,
man.
they big now.
And there ain't no shade, there ain't no trees in the middle of no cotton field.
Right.
You spend a whole day in the field, and then that night your wife get gangbang.
Or they said if they ain't pick the amount of cotton that they were supposed to pick that day, they get punished. Or be put
Where
to
they show you
death.
that 12 years slave.
Yeah,
Right.
Remember
Right.
North
Court,
Solomon?
Yeah. She had the top quota. She was the best picker, right? But because she left the plantation to go get soap, because see, you Edomite women were behind a lot of atrocities too.
Right.
She was jealous because Master favored her, right?
She said, you need to punish her.
But she wasn't able to wash. So she left the plantation to go get some soap. She said, I stink, I need to wash. So she ended up getting whipped. And that's one of the most gruesome whip scenes I ever seen. Whipped her to the flesh was off of her. And he got Solomon Northup to whip her first. But he couldn't handle it. He was like, whip her, well, I'm gonna whip her. He was whipping her hard. He started whipping her hard. Meat was coming on, but the slave master said, that ain't enough. He grabbed that whip and started beating the shit out of her, man.
So it's gonna be rightfully so, man. If you niggas don't want that type of payback and double, hey, the hell with you, man.
Man, hey, the Mandango they show you, she was like, oh, you sleep with me. Either you sleep with me or I'm gonna tell you rape. So he had no fucking option.
Right.
So he sleeps with her. Then the master finds out he sleeps with her. And he ended up getting put in a fucking big ass boiling pot.
And he pitched.
And he shot his ass in the pot.
He pitchforked his ass in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his prize fighter. So he didn't see slaves was very expensive. You didn't just kill your slaves. They would punish you and torture you, but you wouldn't just kill your slave because that's your money, right? Slaves cost a lot of money. So if they killed you, that just shows you their wickedness, man.
Right.
Because that's thousands of dollars out their pocket.
Right. Like on Django, it shows you that too. He had his fighters and shit.
Yeah, prize fighters.
He was like, you only gave me 2 fights. I paid $500.
Imagine you got a plantation, you got a certain quota coming in on your business, whatever you have the slaves doing, and you kill a certain of the slaves down, those spots need to be filled because now you're coming under your quota. That was a big, heavy business.
They showed in 12 years. So you remember, like, remember when the cotton season, when it failed, right? I mean, that's when the slave master, transferred to the other slave until that cotton field came back. Then that's when the slaves came back.
Right.
Yeah, they would have auctioning dates throughout the year because it would be new cargo coming in throughout the year all the time. Oh, it's another auctioning date. Let's go down and see what we can get for the plantation.
Hey, and that was tough picking cotton, man. You got
Oh, yeah, most
thorns
definitely.
to deal
Yeah,
with.
that shit
The sharp ass thorns.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember when I was younger, we went on a school trip to a plantation, and they had us grab them thorns will put a damn hole in your thumb.
Oh yeah, they'll fuck you up. Them shit's sharp. And you got snakes out there. You got them poisonous snakes. You might get bit.
Heat stroke.
Oh,
Right.
oh yeah, most definitely.
Shit,
Yeah.
we wasn't getting no nutrition. They
Right.
weren't giving us vitamins.
Right.
They was feeding us bullshit. You out there catching heat stroke.
Barely getting any water, eating a whole bunch of swine, a whole bunch of salty ass.
You out there with a headache.
Yeah. Think about it. And then they gave us the scrap of the swine. So you know that's unhealthy for us. And you know how you see the movies, they have a big pot of water, they pass around a little cup. That's all you get to drink. And I gotta be out here perspiring. You know they pass
That's why
out.
it's the
Especially
parable of
food.
Lazarus. You gonna want to dip your tongue in some water. And we're gonna say, you see that mud pile with the rainwater in it? Go put your tongue in it. And my slaves better not come to me. You ain't gonna come to me for nothing. I'm gonna have, my overseers gonna give me the messages. Don't you ever come to me speaking to me. You keep your head down, your eyes to the ground when I make my appearance, man. You don't lift your voice into me.
Right.
Because you did that to us. Keep your head down. And that was after we left off the plantation. Right? You gotta keep your head down when you walk past. Don't show them that you're happy. You can't smile. That was another thing. You wasn't supposed to smile too in a white person's face. They didn't want to see you happy. So you had to, you devils got a lot to pay for, man.
And we're gonna do it in righteousness, man. All my slaves gonna eat bitter herbs, man. Don't even think about no meat. You getting all bitter herbs.
Well, see, meat was a royal dish back in the ancient time. It wasn't available to everybody like it is now. It was known as the king's meat. Because Daniel, the scriptures tell you how Daniel went on a herbal diet, right? And it changed his appearance. He didn't eat the king's meat. So you ain't gonna be getting no lamb.
Right.
You ain't gonna be getting no chicken.
Hell,
And you damn sure ain't gonna be getting no pork.
hell no.
And you ain't gonna be getting none of the other meats that the Lord shows us that's out there that we don't know is able to eat. The other
Giraffe.
creatures.
Hey,
you know?
I can't wait to try giraffe.
Yeah,
man.
all
That's
type
lawful,
of
man.
creatures
Right.
that the Lord got.
I ain't know that
You
giraffe.
gonna get
Yeah,
mud
giraffe is
water.
lawful, man.
You gonna get just enough to keep your ass alive.
Yeah,
So
all
you
right.
enjoy your last few months of rulership,
Right.
however long that may be. Because the scripture said you get double.
Right.
And we got fucked up. And once the Lord put his spirit on us, his anger on us, we're gonna deal with y'all accordingly.
Hey, prime example. Look what happened to Ham. Ham, like I said, man, Ham
Ham
always
beat
getting
up.
fucked up. Like I said, man, Ham, all types of diseases and starvation. Like I said,
And
man,
Kush
Ham is
was
still
a
getting
great
fucked up.
nation.
You guys bless me?
No,
Y'all bless me?
you want to bless it, go to the church somewhere. We don't give blessings to just strangers up here. We don't even know who you are. Go ahead.
I've been here
This is
before.
Isaiah chapter 14,
Go ask them for a blessing.
verse 2. It says, "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
See, people don't realize in history, every empire has slaves. That's what a kingdom is. What is a kingdom? What makes a kingdom a kingdom? A king has subjects. People are subjected under him. All right? So the kingdom of heaven is going to have subjects. All right? And kings are going to have subjects under them. We're going to have slaves. That's what makes a kingdom a kingdom. It ain't going to be the kingdom if we don't have subjects. All right? Go ahead, on.
It says,
And all women, you women, you're going to love being sister wives. Because you're going to be able to have your maid servants. You're going to be clocking them upside the head. Our concubines, our wives going to be clocking them up. Bitch, get the table ready for our Lord. He coming home soon. He want dishes on this side, look like this. Right? He want them special wings with that special ginger on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, you might have a Moabite concubine or whatever you like, an Ishmaelite concubine. Yes. You know,
And
your Israelite world's gonna be controlling shit.
and you
Get my
already
milk
see
bath
how
ready.
you already see how Moab cook for you when you go to those the Moab spots.
Yeah, budget.
Yeah, God. They put on the whole show.
Yeah.
The fire and shit. Because they was made to serve, man.
In the
So
sleep.
you mean
You can look at them too.
Kind with an egg.
Yeah. You're telling it with
Uh-huh.
Hey, they was made to serve, man. Look how they do your feet. You know, your feet, your
Yeah.
nails, clean you up, groom you.
Like I said, even their homeland, like I said, what they do majority of the time, like I said, man, like I said, it's crazy. Like I said, man, they rather put their work, which work like what, $80, $90, it's like 80 or 90 hours, like I said, over their families, man. You know, that's why they found, how you say what? That's why what? They have like what? The most high suicide rates, man. Because what? They was always what? Working to death, man.
Because they
You know?
they created to serve us, man.
Our
They
wo-
created to be our servants.
our women gonna have an everyday sport.
Right.
And the scriptures prove that because Hagar, the scriptures tell you, Rebecca, not Rebecca, what's Rebecca? Abraham's wife. Not Rebecca.
Isaac.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Scriptures tell you, Sarah was smacking Hagar upside the head because
Right.
she was jealous that Hagar was able to give Abraham a seed. And the scriptures, and she went to Abraham and was like, look, I ain't really feeling Hagar. And Abraham was like, look, I fuck her, she's my concubine. You got to rule over her too. Do with her as you please.
Probably
And the
tripping
scripture
her.
said she dealt with her so hard that Hagar ran from her. So she was like, get over there, goddamn. So you concubines, we gonna be popping y'all, but our wives gonna be dealing with y'all hoes.
Right.
And we ain't gonna give a fuck, because the Israelite woman gonna be the prettiest woman on earth any goddamn
Right.
way. You see what you wait until you see what the Lord does to her. You're gonna glorify her on a different level.
Yeah, 'cause they-
She gonna have the longest hair in the kingdom, because hair is the glory of a woman. So her woolly hair is gonna go down to her feet. Right? You're gonna be able to wrap yourself in there as a blanket when you butt ass naked in the bed with her. You know? She gonna smell like them oils that she done bathed in, that milk honey bath she done bathed in.
Frankincense, myrrh.
And you're gonna have thousands of wives. You may have so many wives that done prepared for you for months, waiting for you to come up to her.
Years.
Years, and you gonna be like, oh yeah.
And like coming to America, she was raised up as
Just
a
for the
child.
purpose. Just for that
Yeah,
purpose.
just to be your wife,
Yeah.
to serve you your every need. Yeah, God.
Whatever you
And she
want.
gonna wait for the day that you come on to her.
God.
The Lord, he's supposed to come 2 years from now. He's on a different planet right now, but we got word that he's gonna be in this vicinity at a certain time. So you prepare yourself, get yourself ready, and you make sure you please his every desire, his every need.
And
If
it
he
ain't
likes
like-
this food, his favorite food is this. He likes this kind of music. You make sure you have them harps playing in the room.
Hey, brother, we can't wait for that, man.
You know,
And it's
These
not
are
like
the
it's gonna be
mysteries.
a long wait, so
Right.
it's not like it's gonna be a long
no,
wait.
you
because we gonna live
eternity.
forever.
You
Right.
eternity.
That's right.
These are the mysteries that Yahweh Shema Shah has revealed onto us, man.
The kingdom is never gonna fall, man. A kingdom that's forever and ever and ever.
Who
This is
doesn't
it.
want
This the
that?
final kingdom.
And you're
man.
gonna be able to go all night. 'Cause
Right.
You got that godly rod.
Right.
You ain't gonna be subject to the flesh.
Right.
You got somebody that's cursed.
Yeah.
With small penises or don't have stamina. They
Right.
just keep it real. We're in the
Yeah.
flesh. So you're gonna be able to go as long as you want.
Are you gonna be able to hit it, raw?
Oh, that's another blessing.
No.
Because condoms is a coolest.
Right.
The Lord said be fruitful and multiply. Every time you go into a room, you're supposed to be for the purpose of it's pleasurable because the purpose of it is to multiply.
Right.
So you put a baby in there, you can go to your next one, put a baby in there. Go to your next one, put a baby in there.
We
It
know.
be hell.
We gotta put a
Yeah.
piece of rubber or
Rubber be hell, man.
wax.
Hey, the best thing about it too is like I said, no diseases, man.
Right.
No, right?
Right.
You gotta worry about getting no chlamydia.
And
or-
guess what?
all that
And
stuff.
guess what? That hole is gonna strictly fit for you.
Right.
'Cause ain't nobody else gonna been in it. Ain't nobody else gonna kissed on it. You know, and she only gonna know moves from you. She gonna be, you gonna get with it. She already know different dick sizes, different dick feels, and different moves. She done been flipped upside down, tossed to and fro throughout the bedrooms. She only gonna know you. You know? And that's what we wait for. Life, real life. This is hell. The scriptures speak about it. I forgot where it's at, but it's gonna be like waking out of a nightmare.
Right.
You know? That's how it's gonna pass away. And just that first day getting beaten up in the church. Which we don't know how long we're gonna be up there, but we know we're gonna be up there for a while. Because don't no feast or no wedding, just you get beaten up and you come back down. No, man. That's a reunion. That's the elect from the foundation being reunited with Jehovah's Shah. We're gonna be up there talking, chilling, eating, drinking, partying, and watching the show down on the earth. And whatever else that's up there. Like the elders was going into, that's a world within a world within the fathership. You gotta understand. That fathership is bigger than the earth.
Right.
So that is an actual world in there, man.
And it makes sense too why you said, like I said, it's gonna be bigger on the inside. Like I said, you watched that movie Independence Day. You remember when they went to the mothership, right?
Yeah,
It was big when they went in there. It was like, damn. It was like, God damn. This, how you said, man, it was like a own station in that shit.
Yeah, like I said, you might get beamed up in the woods. Someone be like, oh shit. Hear a voice. All report to the front. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know.
And like Predator, man. when the big ass ship just appeared, when he finally, die, and all the ships just appear and it would be one big ass ship. Hey,
Elder Apostle Hodges did a video that you had little portal ships coming out of the fathership when the Esau's radar.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just little ships coming out of the fathership. So man, it's gonna be amazing that day.
Right.
These nations are gonna shit their pants.
Right.
All the gooks. You know, it's gonna be reported on all the news. Ishmael.
You didn't see what Jake saw. He said, man, y'all out here killing us. Shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, remember that? That was funny.
That nigga don't even know that's his
Yeah,
salvation.
he don't even know that's his salvation, right?
Motherfuckers like alien. One nigga's like aliens. It's an alien. That nigga
Y'all here
bugging
shooting
out,
us
man.
and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, cause we need to ride out of here, man.
Right.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. This devil, he's taking it there. He is taking it there. You know, it's one thing to prophesy and talk about it, but when you start seeing these things come to pass,
Right.
you're like, damn,
Right.
I knew it was gonna get bad, but this bad. Trannies every fucking way.
Right.
Left and right.
It's sickening, man. This place wicked.
And it hit your spirit. Now you know how Lot felt,
Right.
right?
Vex.
Right, Vex.
Yeah.
Vex, just vex. You feel it now. You like shit, man. And the people, they bugged out their fucking mouths. All they care about is Drake.
Right.
Fucking Fubu. Or whatever is popular now. I don't know what niggas are in the world. You know? I don't worry about name brand shit.
It says, and they shall take them captives who captives their word, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And that's that just weight. That's that just balance. The Most High hates a false balance. Right?
Yeah.
See, but the difference with our rulership is never going to end. That's the glory of. That's why we're going to praise the Lord every day we wake up. And we can't just call on y'all. You're going to be in your royal robe. And you just going to stay out of your palace and just suck in real air. Right? No chemtrail air. You're just going to breathe. What is on the itinerary today?
Have the slaves down.
Yeah.
Right.
Call my head slave. Tell them what's on the itinerary today.
They tell you that in Psalms. We're going to wake up with a sword in our hand, man, to execute judgment.
Yep.
Hey, we want to wake up and just put 1,000 Edomites to death just because we feel like it, or have them in a game that we know is going to kill them.
We're going to make it entertaining.
Right.
We're going to put them in war games.
Like they did us, like Gladiators. Put us in an arena with fucking
Oh, yeah.
tigers and alligators and different shit.
Yeah. It's a show called Big Brother, right? And I be watching sometimes, and everybody got to live in a house. And you got to do competitions. And the last few people remaining win. People get evicted. I'm gonna set a game up like that. Maze games, fighting games. You know, it's to the death. You know, and the last one that stands, you gonna die too. You don't know it, but I'll make you feel like you the champion, man. And me and my sons gonna sit on our thrones with goblets and enjoy the entertainment.
You know, East gonna be one of the funniest nations in that joint.
Or you may have court jesters come in and entertain you. Women come from different nations, dance for you. Man, you're just gonna be enjoying life.
He get to the end of the maze thinking he win, and you got Leviathan
Yeah, I
come
got
out
a
and
piece
scream.
level 10, bitch. You beat this, you free. You know? You beat this, you free. That's gonna be amazing. That'll never get old.
Scorpion standing at the door.
Your son gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
I love this part. Look at this. This is when he gets to the end. Go ahead,
All right. You done, brother?
Oh yeah, I got another precept I think.
Just real quick, because y'all was talking about, what we got coming to us. This is second Ezra 6 and 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, Esau was getting his ass kicked so hard, he tried to run out. You know? He was running from Jacob. Jacob was like, hold on, motherfucker, they was tussling. You know, but he was able to get out first. But that was to his detriment. Because the prophecy said the elders shall serve the youth.
Right.
And you're seeing that before you this day. Now on a nationwide stage, you're seeing us rise back up.
Right.
With our hand on this hill. You know? And he's like, fuck man, I done put drugs in their neighborhood. I done poisoned the minds of their women, their men, their children. I done took away their identity. I done gave them my language. I done took away Hebrew. I got all the relics.
We still here.
And these niggas are still saying Kwame Yashala. And so the Lord,
Yeah, remember those
They got the
Baby's
right
kids?
Right.
Remember Baby's kids? We don't die, we multiply. You know what I mean? Because, like the brother said, man, we've been through the hardest of hardships. And we, even in our lowly state, we still find a way to make something out of nothing, man. I don't care if we ain't got no money. We put our little scraps together, have a kickback, you know what I mean? We ain't got the best radio, but we can put the music on. I'm just thinking,
yeah, Jake don't need much.
Yeah, we'll make something out of nothing. And
Esau
can't stand that because in 2008 when the what was that fake ass collapse financial team in 2008?
2008, yeah.
Man, Esau was losing his damn mind. We ain't know it was a situation. We just thought it was another day. You know what I mean? And Esau was losing
Jumping
it,
off
yo.
buildings and shit.
The housing crisis,
But look,
automotive.
red than a motherfucker.
I didn't care about a 401k or nothing. You know, it's like, all right.
Yeah, we ain't noticed no difference. We just kept going about our business.
Right.
Esau got to do crazy shit to feel something. He got to jump out of planes, shock his nipples, to try to feel something. Yeah, they can't just have regular sex. They got to go out of the...
Stab me in my right side.
Pour this hot candle on it. Burn the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they got all them, how you say?
That's enough shit.
Yeah.
BDS, they got weirdo shit, man.
That's what I'm
Because
saying. Only
porn
Esau
comes
does
from
that
Esau. The porn coming
Right. That
I
shit-
forgot the name of the guy that created
That
it.
shit is sexual live.
Yeah, he a Jew. I'm
Yeah, it's heavy,
so
very
called.
demonic. You know?
Step on the what was
Put
the karate?
put bottles up her ass.
What was the karate? The
All
karate.
time bitches,
What was
bitch,
the
all
David
time.
King? What was
She
his
got,
name?
got an apple in her mouth.
David Carradine.
Huh?
David Carradine.
Yeah, David Carradine. He done killed himself, hung by his balls and shit.
In the closet.
What the fuck is wrong with this
Motherfucker asphyxiated in his closet.
Yeah, like what's wrong with
Just to
y'all?
feel something.
God.
You know, we get pleasure off just being in that.
Not for nothing. I don't like when a woman scratch me. Hey. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
That's how you
whatever
made
you
that
do in
movie
your
50 Shades of
bedroom,
Grey.
whatever you do in your bedroom is your business, as long as you ain't breaking the laws.
Right.
But the point being, Esau goes to the extreme.
Right.
Just for, like we were saying with porn, it shouldn't be when you look at porn, you got 100 categories of just madness.
Right.
You're like, what the fuck? Sex is supposed to be sex.
Right.
This nigga gang bang, triple bang, anal,
You didn't get a
double anal,
watch
DP,
cuckold. That's it.
Glory hole.
You're my wife while I watch.
2 girls in 1 cup.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, 2 girls in one cup.
That's the new shit right now. My mom and my mom, my stepmom,
Yeah,
my
come on.
sister, like my
See, now that shows you how wicked he is. Why are you dreaming about your
He
blood
wicked as
relative?
hell.
You know what I mean? Like, what
Yo,
you
Mom.
fantasize about knocking
Nigga
your
got a
mom
scene,
down?
he got a backpack on. Mommy! Come here, son.
Hey, he's
Come
so
here,
wicked as
John.
hell.
Did you have your Pop-Tart for breakfast?
He's
You
so
know?
wicked as hell, man.
It's crazy, man. But the thing is, it's a multi-billion-dollar business because they niggas is in it.
And it grows
into
too.
that, bro.
And you Jakes gonna get punished too, because y'all ain't got no business copying off the ESO doing gangbangs
Nah.
and DP and they ain't
Right.
all that shit.
Nah.
And niggas get into that shit too.
And the scriptures say and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to ashes. They was doing orgy shit, wicked, abominable things like that.
Yep.
And got put to death, man.
Oh, don't go in the dark world. You gonna see dogs with heels on and lipstick looking traumatized and they butthole blown the fuck
Oh
up.
my
I
God.
seen it. I
My
seen
God.
an image of it.
I can watch
The
that.
dog had heels on, make her, nigga, and the butthole was blown up.
So
Oh
you
my
supposed to
God.
put that beast and that person to death, whoever blowing that. See, hey,
time.
this world literally does anything for clout, man.
Then they gang
That
bang
nigga
the
made the
dog.
song, man.
And that's why the scripture speak about not catering to this flesh, the lust. Because see, Esau, he has no boundaries.
Right.
He just caters into whatever the flesh wants.
Right.
I want to do this, so I'll do it. I want to murder my mom. I'm murdering my mom.
Right.
Right? I want to fuck my sister. I'm gonna fuck my sister.
Hey, that's
I don't
not-
care if I'm the emperor of Rome. I'm
Right.
gonna fuck my sister.
It's not
He's a
far
bullshit,
fetched, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
it's not far fetched. It's double. He's just the fucking devil, man. He was created to be the wicked, man. You know, he was created for the day of evil, man. That's why he can't be saved. That's why cannot no Edomites be saved, man.
What kind of motherfucker can build a nuclear bomb that can blow up the whole earth?
Right.
That can destroy nations.
Yeah. Let's make it so we can destroy a country.
You know? He's out of whack. Hey, Habakkuk. If I get to Habakkuk the second chapter. Because like the brother said, his soul ain't upright in him, man.
Right.
You can't trust no man like that. And that's why we spit at our women. You know, spiritually, we don't do it physically. We spit at our women that be with these devils.
Right.
How you gonna sleep with the fucking devil, man?
Right.
These vile ass men. Then you know he gonna use in the bed all type of wicked ways. He's an Edomite.
But what is the league with him though?
Second chapter.
Yeah, you went at the top.
They
Do
sold
me,
out.
daddy. Do me, daddy. I'm used to it already.
Right. They sold out. They the ones where we got, man. They took those philosophies that Esau came with and pushed that shit on Adam, man. You know, wicked ass woman.
Yeah, Adam was supposed to smack her upside the head. Then the Lord said you don't be learning this other philosophy and this bullshit. You don't went over there and you talking to these other people about this shit.
But Adam, you know, you say we'd be like gods. We can know good and evil. We can know everything.
See, man. See, that's why women have had many men has run out there with so much.
He said we should surely not die. Adam, I spoke to him already. Come listen to him, Adam. He's over there.
Come get him, walk with me.
And then it tells you that they heard the voice of the Lord, which that was the prophets that was in Eden too, the women. Adam and Eve, you know you wasn't supposed to do that. Y'all know y'all wasn't supposed to do that.
Right.
So they tried to hide themselves amongst the trees, which was the other wicked people that was into that shit. Right? And the serpent was able to one up on us, man.
Right.
But you don't follow after no fucking woman.
Hell,
You supposed to look at these women as children. They
Right.
under you.
Yeah.
They need guidance. They need
Right.
leadership.
right.
A woman is supposed to know her father until she's ready to know her husband. She ain't supposed to know anything outside of that.
Right.
She's supposed to be in her father's home, being brought up to be a woman, to take care of a man. By the time she's 12, 13, 14, she's ready to be given to a man. That's going to be her husband for the rest of her days. Now you wait till she in her 20s. You done sent her off to college. She done been fucking since she was 15 any goddamn way.
Right.
In middle school and high school. Right? Now she's 30 years old and fuck hundreds of men. She ain't married. She got babies out of wedlock. Right? No order. When we tell you a young woman's supposed to be married at age 12, 13, 14.
Oh no, that's crazy.
But what do you call this out here? Women
See,
calling
that's-
it
Kevin Samuels, 50 years old. I got a career, but I don't have a husband.
you know? It's madness. Go ahead, Lord.
This is the book of Habakkuk.
Scripture say, train up a child in the way they should go and they should never depart. These women know how to shake their ass, but can't cook a man a decent meal.
Right.
You should have the skills where if I want to eat fish one day, you should be able to make the best fish meal
Right.
on Monday. If I want to have a burger, you should be able to make it delicious and healthy at the same time.
Or they can shake their ass, but they don't wash their ass, man.
Yeah, that's another thing. They don't know how to wash. They don't know how to do scrub.
They don't even bath.
drinking water.
They take showers. They don't take
Women out here
baths.
that don't
You
drink
supposed
water.
to take a bath. The water, you know, clean you out.
Well, I was listening to this conversation these chicks were having, and they was saying like these women are now finding out they ain't supposed to be using soap on their vagina.
Right.
Like they're not supposed to put in their vagina. They're supposed to douche, which I don't know all the technical details in it. That's women talk, but they ain't been what their pH balance been thrown off because of the way these products they've been using for heat.
Right.
Because they ain't been taught how to wash properly.
And they
These
not
products
drinking
got a
water.
lot of
They ain't
chemicals
drinking
in it.
water.
Yeah.
They
They
would
got
drink
heavy chemicals.
Snapples all day.
Hennessy and all
Yeah,
that.
drink liquor, drink snap all day, drink sweet tea all day. Last time you had a cup of water, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like water. I remember coming up, women used to say, oh, I don't drink water because it's nasty.
They got no
so
flavor.
you know what the box smell like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, this is the book of Habakkuk 2 and starting at 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home.
And that's why everybody bugged out because they trust in this wine. But E, you can't run that game on us. Right? You get up on the news and you talk about statistics and the numbers of the pandemic. Man, shut your ass up. All right? Just do what the hell you gonna do. Because we know it's all gonna end in you trying to make the chip mandatory.
Right.
All right? You just using gradualism. Okay? And now we about to head into this what they call the fourth wave. All right? Where they gonna lock shit back down even harder, and it's gonna just totally destroy the middle class, man.
Right.
It's gonna totally knock these people out this time, and people gonna bug out. They gonna lose their mind this time. They shut down again because you gave them the hope that things were easing back up.
We don't gotta wear our masks in the stores no more. We can go to concerts and people get vaccinated.
Right? Once you tell, hey, we got locked back down, these people gonna lose their goddamn mind.
Right.
So shit is about to go haywire out here, man. So you enjoy your July 4th. How many other weeks you got until this fall coming in, the end of summer? Because like I started this off saying, the military is making it mandatory September, no later than September 1st. The colleges already said it's mandatory to come back this fall. So you gotta have it. And
Right.
you already know they just waiting until the right opportunity say the job's gotta occur. Which is probably gonna be around the fall too if they saying everything else.
Which they commented people saying that it's against the law to make the job mandatory, but the personal owner, he can say, oh yeah, I want everybody that works here to get the job.
Yeah. And the government ain't got it. The government ain't gonna come out and say, yeah, it's on. No, they can do it at a state level, and then your businesses can do it.
Right.
And that's how they gonna run it.
Right.
Because they gonna run with this narrative of this new variant that's spreading crazy now. They already saying it. They already saying it's spreading. It's starting to spread throughout America. They gonna run crazy on it.
Everybody, the cases are going crazy.
You know, they gonna lock shit back down. I wouldn't be surprised if they really release some shit this time. You know. Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, if you got the world, you be chilling. You got all the resources, you got all the women, you be chilling, but he ain't satisfied.
Right.
He got to chip everybody. He got to inject everybody. He got to continuously lie to every fucking body.
Right.
And then set up oppositions, which Vocab Malone, he set up to come against us with Christianity. Like we ain't all been Christians. We know what Christianity is. He come to us trying to teach us like we don't know what we know. Jesus loved everybody. He came, all the Gentiles can come in. There's a heaven, there's a hell, you burn in hell. You ain't teaching us shit, man.
Hey, that's how you know this man the devil, man. There he is, got everything. He can make everybody rich, nobody poor. You know, he got homeless people all on his bitch.
Of his own nation.
Right, right. And they two-time losers, man.
Nah.
Like Yawanathon always saying in my camp, man. They head of my camp, man. You know, they two-time losers, man. Hey, cause they about to lose here in their kingdom when they get in our kingdom.
That's
man.
some judgment right there from the hell. Hey, you know what? And hell doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Damn.
You
Show
see
you
that
how
a lot,
fucked up
though.
Esau
Dang.
is, man.
Hey man, it's best man. Like I said, man, for them two-time loser Edomites, man, not to be even rated in the beginning, man, not even to exist, man.
Right.
For them to stay like that, man. I would say, man.
You see that a lot though. You see a lot of
God.
Edomites with signs.
God.
You know, out these corners, there's a lot of Edomites. I be seeing more Edomites than Jake.
That Edom might just walk past us and say, hey, can you please pray for me?
You know, like, no, I think he's Jake. Nah.
We met him before.
Like,
Oh,
I think
Oh, so he
might be
did
Jake.
minimum vote?
Yeah,
He might really be Jake. But I know what you're saying though, cause like almost on every exit on 64, when you get to the light, what you see, they be old veterans too. One
Right.
might have a missing leg. You know what I mean?
That's
There'll be a
fucked up,
lot of Edomites. They old veterans that served, so-called served this country, put blood, sweat, and tears in this country, and look where they at now.
And
That's
the
a two-time loser.
And the
yo.
scriptures say if you fighting a war, you supposed to be greatly compensated.
Yeah,
man.
it says in Sirach, it says there's more than a hate grievous. It's a man that suffers poverty.
Right.
It's like a man of war that suffers poverty. You know, like I said, it's even worse for Jake because, like I said, it was on CNN. I seen an article where Jake, like I said, he served World War II. Like I said, and like I said, at 99 years old, he just received his Purple Heart because, like I said, he couldn't get it back in the Jim Crow era. So you tell me now, listen, now you want to give it to him, man? You know, they should have served, like I said, man, they should have gave it to him on his heyday.
Who
So
the
I mean,
fuck
what's
is
the
the
point?
Purple Heart gonna do any goddamn?
Right.
He ain't giving you shit.
Tweak. And a lot of them be mentally fucked up.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
head be bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Because of the shit they had to do or seen. Like I know a brother back home. He used to be in the troop, and he had some bad he had to do some rough things, and he don't get no sleep.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? He got issues. You know what I mean? He got-
Yeah, my grandfather, he fought in Nam and he go to sleep. I remember going as a little kid, I walked in the room and he had his eyes open like that. But he was completely
sleep
asleep.
with his eyes wide
And
open.
it scared the living shit out of me. I said, Granddaddy. I said,
Yeah.
God damn.
I got a little shorty, and she said her granddad, he just passed, and she said, he fought in the war, and he used to wake up, and he thought he was in war. They could have got shot a couple of times. Man.
See, so when shit like that come to America, bombs and people fighting each other, shooting, man, you gonna have PTSD out there. You gonna see panic attack. Because people ain't gonna see it coming. The scriptures speak about this being the untouched whore, the city of unwalled villages, man.
Because that's true. I remember, like I said, you never see any gore videos. I remember one time, like I said, my brother showed me some gore videos. When I seen it the first time, I was about to fuck out, man. I was like, I can't take this shit. I mean, but like I said, if you start watching it more and more, then that's what you got.
So it's good to look at some of that.
Look at it
You
now.
know, a little bit. If you can't stomach it, you ain't gotta watch enough. But
Yeah,
it's good to see some of that because,
Yeah.
hey, you see how graphic the Most High allows stuff to get out of, man.
Especially, man, the
it
judgments
gets
that be going on in
fucking
videos,
rough.
man.
Right.
It's crazy,
Remember
man.
in that video with the dude, they had tied down, they had some weird looking dog just eating his penis off.
Yeah.
He was still alive. The penis was gone. He just eating the flesh.
Hey, that's crazy too because, like, I think I saw. I think, like I said, I think I seen that because somebody put in the comment section. I said that he used to be like a child molester, so that's why he's serving that judgment. You know.
Yeah, man, it gets very, so you
Yeah,
see
it's crazy.
gruesome, you imagine you go down the street, somebody, oh, hey,
Oh my God.
remember now the scripture says the righteous gonna scarcely be saved,
Saved, no.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like you flee from a bear. You're gonna narrowly be seen, you're gonna be seeing shit like, God damn. It's gonna be right by you, but it should not touch the elect.
Right.
You're like, damn, that motherfucker getting fucked up. Keep pushing, Book of Eli shit. You know?
Hey, if I can say, that's why it's all worth the fight, brothers. We in this thing, man. We know what's about to happen, man. We know that we know that they used to call the Lord Al-Shijah, man.
Terrible demon like power.
Right. Hey, these people have no idea the type of judgments that the Most High Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai is about to bring to this place, man. And the Lord has allowed us to know.
If I may add on to you, what is he called? The Lord of Hosts.
Right, the Lord
When
of
you go to
armies.
that- Yeah, that's right. When you go to that word host, it means army. So this whole depiction of what Christianity gives out, that the Most High and His only begotten Son is all about hugs and love, man. Hey, man, you better pick up these scriptures if you are of Israel, you know.
Yeah, the Lord of Sabaoth.
Right.
You ask them what the Lord of Sabaoth means. It's the same thing. They don't know. They'll tell you it's the Lord of the Sabbath. Like General Yohanan said.
Lord of the Sabaoth means the Lord of the
No,
Sabbath.
the hell it don't. He's the Lord of armies.
Hey, most importantly, man, you gotta have those names, man. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And you gotta believe in those names in truth and sincerity, man.
Word.
You gotta hey, really believe on those names, man. Cause Yahweh Shema Shai, if you ain't got this truth in that day, hey, you finished, man. It tell you that in Ezekiel 4, man, chapter 9. Slay utterly old and young, both maids little children and women.
And it's so close that the Lord said, even those that, not all those that should say Lord, 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 is going to be saved. So just even if you got the name that ain't no secure ticket,
Right.
that's how bad it's going to get. Because you got a lot of false niggas out here
Right.
that's saying the names and they really ain't in this.
If you ain't in truth and sincerity, that's why it's all about the sincerity of this, man. If you ain't in truth and sincerity, man, which Yahweh Shema Shah know who bullshitting and who not. If you ain't in truth and sincerity, really believing on Yahweh Shema Shah, your ass is grass.
We're going to see a lot of these niggas too. We're going to see a lot of these Israelites take the rejection.
Right.
When it's made mandatory, they're going to take the truth. We're going to see a lot of these fake ass Israelites, man.
Hey, that's why we got. That's why the Yahweh Shema Shah set up the apostles and elders, man. They went through 9/11. You gotta just think about where they was going.
Yeah, imagine prophesying during that time.
Yeah, fine.
You know they was looking at it. They did it in New York. Where it happened. That's why they got locked up.
Right.
They got locked up.
They could have got sent away to jail.
Bay,
yeah, kind.
Hey, a lot of brothers would have left. Well, a lot of dudes did leave the faith.
Right.
Around that time. See, men can't handle that type of pressure.
That was pressure, man. And see what Yahweh Shema Shah had that Jewish lawyer come in there and deliver them, man. Why? Because they kept the faith in Yahweh Shema Shah. It says the elders obtained a good report, man. You know?
So imagine a major falsehood happened and they say we did, which is going to happen.
Right.
They got to come against the prophets because that's the prophecy.
A prophecy must and it will be fulfilled. Why? Because it's impossible for the God of the Bible to lie, man. So we are going to be demonized. The Lord was demonized.
We're going to see a lot of niggas bitch up.
Yeah, the scriptures say a servant is not better than his master, man. If they have persecuted me, they shall persecute you also, man. We're going to be persecuted, man. So if you think you ain't going to be persecuted in this truth, and you got something else coming,
you in the wrong thing.
Right.
The Lord, that's what the Lord said. He that hateth not his life cannot be a servant, because you got to be willing to go through whatever you got to go through.
Right.
You can't be going through this and like, man, I'm scared I might die.
Right.
I'm scared they might put me to death.
Hey, but
what you holding on to then?
Kind.
Your Xbox?
Kind.
ESPN? Your Fruit Loops in the refrigerator?
Yeah.
What you holding on to, nigga? That woman Keisha that's cheating on you any damn way?
Keisha.
Because what you so holding on to your wife for?
Right.
When he's so cool. Because we know what death is rest.
Right.
You
Right.
chilling.
See, people that's afraid to die, they've been living wrong, man. See, we're gonna be ready, man. We're gonna be already conditioned, prepared, like we know what it is. We know the dead in Yahweh Shema Shah shall rise first. We know that we about to be. We know that we about to be with our Lord. You know, whatever happens, man. That outward temptation.
Because a lot of brothers ain't even gonna die.
Some shall some that's standing here shall not taste of death.
Yeah.
Death worse thy sting.
But like you said, that's a good point. But a lot of niggas that scared of death is because they know they wicked.
Right. They living wickedly, man.
A lot y'all talking about how a lot of people they scared. You know, you mentioned the cereal, like women, like they don't want to give up their women. A lot of people don't want to give up their vain glory. They want to be accepted. A lot of people just want to keep going and be looked at as the man, or if they not the man, they fighting to be the man and whatever they into. If it's being the man in the club, being the biggest gangbanger, being a man at your job, whatever. They want that glory on this earth. But we know the meek shall inherit the earth. So we not trying to live it up right now. We trying to just do what we supposed to do, be humble servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and Adawan Radasah, that we be of the elect.
And we understand we got a righteous kingdom coming, man. That's what we understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushua about to destroy this place, man. Yeah, come on.
That's why we're not a part of this world.
Right.
Here it is, the 4th of July weekend, and look, we out here pushing the word, and everybody's at the beach, at a concert somewhere, doing something other than trying to find your Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right.
Hey, the scriptures say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
I had to check and see what day it was. I don't be knowing the day. I forgot my damn birthday. Last year.
And see, it would be it would be wise for brothers and sisters to not be out there on holiday weekends, man.
Right.
That's where a lot of mischief, a lot of harm comes to it. Hey, you know, you get a couple days off. Hey, the water y'all washing your shop for the day off and all that. I'm gonna throw me some food on the grill, kicking in my own sanctuary. You know what I mean? Don't be out there. Oh, let's go hit the strip. You know what happens every time it get hot? And on a holiday weekend, somebody get put. It be their last stop.
Right,
you know?
right. Put to death.
Because you wanted to go hang and seek vainglory, man. You wanted to look like the man in them little bars and clubs. You know what I mean? Now you out of here. You in the spare room.
Lord said, don't follow the multitude in the evil.
Right.
Let me get this quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet. This is the point. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, that they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. So, if you got to be put up on that chopping block, you ain't going to be ashamed.
Right.
You're going to be raised up in your life. If you lose your life, you're going to be raised up in your proper rank in the elect. You don't lose your position.
Right.
And when we stress that you're rest in the spirit realm, and time doesn't run like time here. You got brothers that passed decades ago, right? It's only been a couple of seconds in the realm of the Father. Cain Marshall, High Priest Jacob.
Right.
It's only been a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And remember the men of old, man.
Yep.
Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. They went with it. Even if the Lord didn't save them or not, they still they got thrown in the fire, man. They went in the oven. You could imagine how their heart was beating.
Bruh.
You know,
The two men that opened the gate, they got burned.
Right.
I'm telling you, hey, I'm gonna be like, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna be like Peter when he had to walk. I'm gonna go in there,
Right.
and I'm gonna be,
Hey,
sweating like
you quoted earlier, shall scarcely be saved.
yeah. I'm gonna go in there, but I'm gonna be. You know,
Hey.
like, you ever been like in a very traumatic moment,
Right.
Your palms start sweating.
Hey, but you do that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I done been in some
Yeah.
scared moments, but I went through it.
Yeah.
Hey, just like y'all was shot.
Your heart beating fast.
Our Lord and Savior, man, he had spiritual power. He knew that he had to go through what he had to go through, but he still wanted the Father to take the cup away from him, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hey, that's a beautiful point. Even he prayed.
He prayed
he
3
even said,
times.
even while he was up, he said, Father, why have you forsaken me?
Right.
Because there was a point where, he was still up there, but hey, that show you that flesh.
Right.
You know, that flesh, man. So, hey, look, hey, you may go through, but the Lord is gonna put you through that. You gotta, as gold is tried in the fire, you gotta be refined.
Right.
You know.
And he said he gonna increase you at thy last end. Some bitches gonna wish they ain't had shit on like that these last days, man.
You might be in a situation where, you're in a burning house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord will deliver you out of that,
Right.
Hey, the key is to maintain your trust and your faith in Yahweh to the
Right.
latter end, if it be your last breath. And I stress this again, the majority of brothers is not going to die. This ain't that time again when the prophets are meant to just die.
Right.
But you're going to have examples that are going to be martyrs. But you still need to have that mentality that you may die so you be able to go through whatever the Lord puts you through.
If I can say, it say some of us shall be cast into prison that we shall be tried. Some of us might be casted into a prison. The scriptures say men gonna come in at the last minute. You might say that, brother, and he might have to be put to death, be a martyr, anything like that.
You might be put in a situation of bringing one of them final men.
Right.
In your journey.
Because the Lord had 2 men on the right hand side and the left hand side. And the guy on the right hand side got saved, and he was being put to death. He was being put to death. He was already on the cross, and the guy on the left hand side was scarfing. Like, yeah, if you the Son of Man, deliver us now.
Yeah, because the other guy was like, I believe you are the Lord.
Right.
But he did wickedness. He was a nigga.
Right.
But he said, I believe that you are. He looked at him, he said, you ain't do no wrong.
Right.
You must be the Son of the Most High. He said, if it be your will, let me be with you in your Father's kingdom.
He said
He said, this day you're going to be chilling
in paradise,
in
man.
paradise. But that nigga that was over there scoffing,
got ate by probably a bird, came and picked his eye out, man.
And you know he came back fucked up in his next life.
Right.
Probably came back handicapped. You know?
Man.
That's why we don't give these people no pity.
Right.
Because the Lord got them in situations that He want them in. If He want to take them out of a situation, He'll take them out.
Right.
It ain't for us to come against the will of Yahweh Shah.
Right.
We pray for the sincere.
Right.
Not just some random dude asking for a blessing.
Right.
You want a blessing, just listen to the word. That's
Right.
blessing enough. That's healing enough.
Damn, Jake gotta be seen. They ain't worried.
Got them DS8s in that shit.
He want everybody to hear that shit, yo.
LJ got them DS8s.
That's all niggas want to
Yeah, they want to be seen. Jake wants to be seen,
Ain't
man.
got that much time left for that shit.
Right.
You know? Well, let's get up.
Yeah.
That's all you wanted for Habakkuk?
Oh, no, we can continue.
Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long?
Yeah, the
And-
scripture says, if you steal from a man, when the law, if you steal from a man, he be found in your hand, you gotta get put to death.
Right.
You
shall
stole
surely
us,
be
yeah.
put to death.
You stole us, sold us, and we still found in your hand.
Yeah, I grab that for you.
Yeah, you gotta get judged, man. And the scripture say, he that needeth in the captivity should come to the captivity. That's one of the laws. Hey, Christians, that's one of the laws. He that stealeth from him. You can read it when you read it. I think it's like 23rd, number 23, something like that.
23.
It's like verse 22. Was that? I think it's Bailey. Hold on. He that stealeth from him.
Is it numbers?
I just had that. Exodus 21 and 16.
Yeah, Exodus. Yeah. Okay. 21 and 16, right? Here, it's Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and stealeth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
And that's in our law. So if you went and kidnapped some damn body, and we found your ass with him in your house, we gotta put you to death. Now, what you doing with your brother, man, in the crib? What you kidnapping your brother for? Hey man, you know, I'm just trying to get a ransom for you. No, we put you to death. Because Jake do that shit too. They'll hold niggas for ransom. And we gotta put you to death. So how much more our enemy?
Right.
And you stole our whole nation, damn demon, and you stole our identity.
I got one more quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. It says, so shall ye pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shedded therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth it.
That's the law too. You know, that's scripture. You know? So this land has to be cleansed by blood being shed. That's why it's gonna begin with Jacob's trouble. Because it's built on blood. Hey, I did a video, man. You got Gad, they pissed off.
Right.
They burning down these Catholic churches. They rubbing them with red paint. Right? They pulling down statues. We in that time of your ass being exposed.
Right.
The skirt being lifted. You pale demon. And it's beautiful because you thought your kingdom was gonna last forever. They thought their inward thought was that their houses shall continue forever.
Yeah,
You thought wrong, motherfucker.
kind.
You the lowest nation.
Right.
If he brought down the other nations, he's surely gonna bring you down.
Right.
You the nation he hates.
Hey, the scriptures say there is no throne for this place, man.
Yep.
God has to see you.
So we
Right.
in beautiful times. Cause
Right.
we want the Lord to come back right now. We want the chariots of that destroyed, but it's beautiful getting to see our enemy being exposed, brought down before our face.
Right.
That's what the Lord is doing, just stripping everything off. What they did in temptation, when they strip the clothes off, not to find heartbeats. You know, that's what he did, just ripping the clothes. Every piece of layer you got covering yourself. Every stronghold, we casting it down to the spirit of Yahweh Shalom Shah. And you're being made naked, and we're seeing your shirt.
Right.
And you can't cover yourself up.
Because his power was everything being a secret. But the secret's out the bag now.
That's right.
You know, everybody know the truth about you devils,
That's
man.
right. Even your own people come against your ass.
Right. Whistleblower.
We ain't taking that
So they hear
damn
this says,
poison.
Right.
right? Their own trying to share
Yeah,
themselves,
yeah.
Right.
man.
You ain't putting that poison in us.
Right? And Esau, when you go throughout the history, and every Esau's kingdom,
Yeah.
or wherever he had a society, he always had division amongst his own.
Right.
And
And
they
it's
always fought against
it's
each other.
saying for
Satan.
nation divided against each other cannot
Can't
stand.
understand. Can't understand.
Can't
You got,
stand.
you got Becky and Karen in the store.
We're ain't fucking ass. It's against our right.
Right.
Yeah, and I have a respiratory condition.
But you ain't had no respiratory condition last year.
That's
Smoking
against
cigarettes.
Yeah, you know?
Right.
You still.
You see, hold on a minute.
I have a fucking respiratory condition. I don't wear the fucking mask.
You know, then Esau come get your ass, lock you up.
Ask for a packet of let's have a say that.
So it's beautiful seeing these people crumble and fall down.
Right.
You got people, you got a lot of Edomites, man, that Biden in there.
Right.
Because they was for Trump.
Right.
You know, which Biden, he don't even know where he at. He think he in the
Double.
Twilight Zone.
Right.
He
A lot of
MK
times-
Ultra. That nigga.
A lot of times I don't even think he beat it.
Right.
I think they be just showing the picture as real.
That dude be saying stuff. Yeah, you know, we're gonna lynch him and kill him. You see that?
Yeah, he be saying word crap.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why when he went to the G7 summit, they said all the leaders of the other nations was laughing at this. They was like, this is their leader.
This dude ain't even seen her.
Like literally, you couldn't see. Go look at them. They was making fun of this thing. All the
That's why
leaders
they
of the other
laugh,
nations.
man. That's why they laugh at these American leaders, man. They laugh at them, man. It's a whole joke. It's a whole yeah, God.
Nigga, these niggas that
Say he
debate,
should be in street.
that was the greatest debate of all time.
Back.
Yeah,
You're
they
putting
look
people
two
in
little
cages.
kids.
Well, who built the cages? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
They
is
look
going
like
on right
two
now?
little ass kids going at
You
it.
know?
The whole world was laughing
You
at that
locked
too.
niggas up with the crime bill.
Yeah.
You said throw Mexicans back in the fucking Mexico.
Like, it's just a mess, man. You know, but that's the fault. It's being shown that America is being
The
shown.
mediator ain't have no hold, no
control.
weight.
They said that was the worst debate in American history.
Okay.
Because it exposed you. A lot of bullshit.
That's why you know we always out here, man. Just little things like that,
And
man.
for all you niggas that voted for Biden, why are those cages still up at the border?
Right.
Why is those immigration camps still up?
But they call that
I
nigga.
thought it was Trump fault.
They call that nigga Moneybag Joe. They love that nigga.
I call him Stevie Hendrix.
You still
Stevie Hendrix.
Yeah.
Moneybag Joe.
That's hilarious.
Young Stimmy, or the old Stimmy.
Stimmy Duncan.
Old Stimmy. You
You know?
know what I mean?
And that's just that trap, right? 'Cause when you go into the word stimulus, like I said last week, it goes into pierce, cut, insertion. So they getting you ready for this universal basic income where they're gonna just put it in your chip, that digital currency.
Right.
They're getting you used to it, right? Free money.
Right.
Because when they ever gave niggas a check.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, $4,800, man.
Hey, hyperinflation, man. They trying to crash the economy, man. No, that's what that's leading up to, man.
Yeah. And once they shut this shit down again, that's gonna be the pop.
Right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the pop. You know? So
And to
shit, because
him,
when they had opened everything back up, it's this group spot I do one of my deliveries at, they had to raise some prices. He was like, sorry, but due to the time being raising certain prices on
Right.
the menu, you know? Pay attention to some of these little, they raise the prices up.
Right. Hey, food, everything, a lot of shit went up.
Yeah.
In the grocery store,
Hell yeah.
I used to get these little turkey hot dogs, man. These turkey hot dogs. It was like about $3. Now they like $5 a pack.
it was like 15.
God damn.
Crazy as hell, man.
Hell.
We moving into
That
some hard
boat was
times.
bigger than you.
Shit, imagine how much the chicken is. About $14 now. $14 for a pack of chicken. We used to get for like $9.
Yeah, that's what they did. Look, you know what's crazy? I was going shopping for my grandmother. And we was in the aisle getting the chicken, right? Little small packs of wings
Like
was like
$10.
$8, $9.
Yeah,
So my
man.
grandma, you know, she goes, no, that ain't right. She like, wait a second. So the dudes that work in the back, that was, you know, that replenish, they came in with the new chicken. And every pack of the new chicken was like $6, $3, $4 cheaper. So, you know, it's a game, man. You know, so for that whole week, all that chicken was like $9, $10. The new meat was coming in. They put the new chicken on, and it was back to regular prices. You know what I mean? Because there was supposedly a shortage of chicken.
Right.
Now it's a shortage of chicken. Y'all cloning these motherfuckers left and right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The same thing also about the computers. I remember one time I looked at Best Buy, how you said, man, looking at some computer, they were saying, like, all these $2,800 laptops, like, you know, you think spend like, like the average person would buy. They said, yeah, quote unquote sold out, and of course you know you just chip shorts. I'm like, damn, for real?
Well,
I
that's
mean,
another thing,
who the
the
hell's
chip
buying these? You know what I mean? Who the hell's buying all these $2,000 laptops? God damn.
Continuing on. And to him that ladeth himself
And we ready, man. We just ready for the shit.
Right.
We was happy when shit locked down.
Right.
I was shouting for joy when the NBA season was over. Hey, the brothers in Miami, we were happy before you bitches to be miserable. But we like seeing you people depressed, the gym closed, you know, bars closed. We loved it,
Right.
you know. So we want more of it, and it's coming, you know. Go ahead, on.
And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
That might be big at the time.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Yeah, he gonna be in those rags. People, you know, they pushing you in the middle. Everybody just pushing you back and forth. That's what the heat is with it. Get over there, man. You know, you gonna be the butt of the joke in that day. Everyone gonna spoil you. You gonna dig them pits that you gonna live in too. The pits of Edom, pits of Adam. You know, we had the ghettos. You had the pits of Edom.
Right.
They gonna be real deep. You ain't gonna be to see no sunlight.
Hey, they gonna wish they had a ghetto.
They gonna wish you had a ghetto and pop the pits in. You gonna be in them fucking pits in the ground, very low.
Hey, how about you don't stop mercy?
And there's
They know that.
scorpions in the dirt.
Right.
There's scorpions in the dirt. So you ain't gonna be able to work on the Sabbath, but you ain't gonna get no rest.
Right.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be no comfortable sleep.
Are they gonna be, still in pain?
Yeah.
Getting fucked up?
Yeah. And then our son's gonna be right over the pit,
Right.
waiting for that sun. We coming for y'all.
Right.
We trying to play. You know? They gonna catch pure hell.
Especially for my kids, man. I tell you, man, my kids gonna have a
Right.
blast.
Hey, cause Esau kids, they had big boat jakes with collars on.
Big ass, you 30 years old, you got a 6-year-old. Come on!
Yeah,
pussy.
yeah, come on. That shit wicked as hell. Man.
Hella wicked.
And you can't do shit.
Can't do shit about it.
Or you gonna get your ass took put dub some weird ass way.
Yeah.
Fed the ants. Esau, you feed niggas the ants.
Yeah.
Put them in them big ass ant
Alligators.
hills. Yeah, alligators.
Babies.
Alligator hit the death roll on that ass, man. Hey, Esau,
Niggas wicked.
man.
Hey, that's what if you eat them, you gonna want to die and come back. Cause them first fruits, the elites.
They gonna get fucked
Them
up.
first fruits, cause when we first come down there, we gonna go through this earth through a rage.
Right.
Them first fruits, bruh, they gonna be missing eyes, one eyeball. They gonna look like the toy out of Toy Story with the robot legs.
Oh, yeah.
They
You
gonna
dumb as
catch
hell
you.
with it.
They gonna look crazy.
They gonna catch
What was
you.
the old Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
Air me off.
Yeah, they gonna be through. Because we're gonna have a rage put on us, and this is the stuff that we know of.
Hey, the scriptures say according to the Lord's anger, man.
Because he knows more than us.
Right.
He knows what you did and what you're doing behind closed doors.
Right.
And the scriptures say, hey, vengeance is mine, said the
Right.
Lord.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, the Lord, the scriptures say, his garment gonna be dipped in blood. Who is this that coming from?
Basra.
Right.
He done with
Gone.
garment dipped in blood. So Yahweh Shah wants to get down.
Right.
And we gonna be behind him. He gonna lead the way.
Get down,
You
man.
know? We're gonna go to Russia. We're gonna go to Italy. We're gonna go to China. We're gonna go to Australia. We're gonna go all over this earth, putting y'all in chains. You know? Ukraine. Get your ass in chains, bitch. Put them on the cart. You know? Put them in the cart. We gonna do it with a big smile on our face. You know? We and we're gonna be drunk.
Right.
Doing it.
Hey,
Cause we just
the best wine.
we gonna come out the marriage feast. We gonna come down drunk.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
Verse
That's
9.
another pleasure of the new bodies, not being able to control, these bodies.
Yeah,
Right.
Because you can drink as much as you want as
It
a
ain't gonna
dog.
be the same type of drunk.
You ain't gonna be the
Right.
same type of drunk.
You
But we
gonna
gonna
be,
be
you gonna have your
feeling
shit
real
together.
good,
man.
You know what I
Shit
mean?
together.
You just gonna be feeling great.
Yeah, you gonna feel
Feeling
great.
marvelous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the scripture say even the Lord, when he had got his new body, he was able to sit and eat and drink, and he was able to touch him, you know. So it's just crazy because the bodies is gonna be like earthly, but it's spiritual at the same time. That you can walk through walls, still eat, enjoy your taste buds. It's gonna be crazy.
And sex with multiple women.
You be able to see miles away, laser and sharp vision,
Right.
or hear miles away conversation. So you slaves better be careful what you say.
Right.
They say,
Yeah, let's plot on them the next
yeah,
day. Yeah.
They gonna be planning revolts, you know.
That's hey, like you said, that's when the fun comes in.
Right.
Yeah.
The rebellion. That's
Because you know they're gonna try to plan revolts. Yeah, we're gonna escape the eve of the Sabbath when they resting. We're gonna climb out the pits. We're gonna fuck our ass up.
Gonna be some shit right there waiting on you.
Wait on your ass. Some damn creatures on wild.
You stupid,
I'm gonna
you stupid.
have a dragon as one of my overseers just sitting on the fucking plantation, breathing hard as hell, man.
Waiting to get anything
Bringing
that
that
come
hot
out
shit
of
on
the
their ass.
Yeah, right behind you.
Straight constant heat and shit on their ass.
You know how they blow out their nostrils, dragons, you know?
Our shit are serpents. You know, if they come out, the serpents, all the serpents gonna be right there. Big ass anacondas.
Whatever
and
you want on your
Komodo
plantation.
dragons.
Yeah.
Shit that we don't even know about.
Yo, they just found a real dragon last week. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's dragons are real.
Yeah.
I ain't seen the one you talking about.
Yeah, it had wings. It was basically a lizard. These big ass wings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's considered a dragon. Because you know you got the Komodo dragon. They ain't no real dragon. Big ass lizard. You know what I mean? But this thing was about this big and it had wings. Yo, big, strong wings.
Hey,
You know?
Lord is making a lot of shit come out, man.
Hey, Leviathan is a dragon. He's just a dragon in the ocean.
Right.
He cooling right now.
The scripture say he made Leviathan to play with the ships.
Right.
So those are his toys. Them big ass ships in the
Hey,
ocean.
remember we seen that video of Leviathan? That
Coming out the ice.
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah. You seen the eye.
Right.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
What I missed that one.
He was coming out the ice.
That
Like,
mountain, and then what was it? And all the
Glaciers, yo,
yeah.
was
that
moving.
big ass fucking mountain.
Yeah,
All you see is his back.
Yeah.
And that shit broke the whole mountain up. It's just his back. It looked like his tail or something. Man, it'll bug you out. If you was to see that in person, it'll bug you out.
Hey, see, Esau, he used to put that shit out there on TV, like them shows with the mysteries with Bigfoot,
Yeah.
the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah,
And he had the chariots up there, like all that shit real,
Because he
man.
know he read the scriptures and he knows
Right.
and he actually seen these things.
Oh yeah, Behemoth.
This
Hey, he
Behemoth,
had finally came out with the giant squid. They had
Oh
finally
yeah,
caught one.
yeah. This squid
That
on
shit
the
was
beach.
big
Yeah,
as
that shit
hell,
big.
yeah.
But he was still here too. Big dinosaurs are still here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, gun.
They have not searched all the earth.
Right, they can't.
Remember the elders put up?
on the water.
Oh yeah.
Hell no, it's still over 90% unexplored.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Remember when the elders finally posted that video about the whale? The whale swallowed that Edomite up.
Right.
And they spit him out. I was like, damn.
He said he was in the mouth of the whale.
Oh yeah, I know he was scared as hell. Yeah, hell yeah.
He said he
so
was
that
in it- he
should
said he was
cut-
in it for like 4 seconds.
That should cut what's your man that moved to Cali and took all the people money.
No light, no light.
Yeah, no light. You know what I mean? He was clowning the apostles and elders about the story of Jonah. So you trying to tell me big fish just held him in the middle? Yeah,
Hey,
just
that's
happened
not
just
far
now.
We believe in the scriptures.
You see how big a goddamn whale is, man? Humpback whale can swallow over thousands of fish.
And if fish don't even eat humans, like I said, he eats like like fish or little plants and stuff. He
Right.
just got caught up in it.
Right.
Them
The fish back
I've
then
been
was
on.
bigger than they are now.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
go to carrier ship from Florida back here. A real military carrier ship. Them shits are huge. Them whales be swimming next to them ships the same damn size, man. That's huge, man. That's humongous.
And that ain't even what's at the bottom, because you know as far as you go, the pressure increase and the stuff down there is much
When
bigger.
you got
man.
whales that get bigger as the sea gets. They done found
Right.
gigantic dinosaur whales that they thought, I forgot the name of it,
Extinct.
that they thought was extinct because
Right.
it was from the dinosaur era, but they said it's still alive down there in the depths, you know? So the deeper you get, the bigger shit get.
And they can't go that far because every time they build something to go that far, yeah, come on. You start cracking
It's
because of the
very
pressure.
useful.
Yep.
That pressure of that water.
Yeah, then you gotta be careful as a human going down. The further and further you go down, if you ain't doing it right, your lungs
That's their boundaries. Boy said he set boundaries that they cannot pass.
Yeah, that's what-
just like space.
I was just
They
about
claim
to say.
they go to the moon, but you can't pass the Van Allen belt because it's too hot. It melts every goddamn thing.
They was talking about that shit. How the flag gonna be waving back?
Shit,
What the
yeah.
fuck out of here?
But my thing is, the light
Dude
gives
is a fucking
Hey,
demon,
the
man.
moon
He
gives
done
off
for
his,
that already.
the moon
Done
gives
for
off
that.
his own energy anyway.
It's 80
You
miles
can't,
per hour.
you can't
no
push your
goddamn-
feet
Not
on the
done.
moon.
Not done
Yo,
for
the
that.
wind 80
Yeah,
miles
done.
per hour on the moon.
That's
Get
crazy.
the fuck out of here, man.
But I'm saying the moon gives off its own energy anyway. You ain't gonna be able to land on the moon.
Hey.
Come on,
And
man.
light.
The scripture says it's light. And it's probably too goddamn bright for you to go any damn way.
It don't make no sense. You telling me that, like I said, those two men that was in the 1956 they able to get on the moon, but and then basically 2021. Y'all
You
can't
never
get to
been
the moon.
back.
Come on,
You know what
why
this
you
guy
ain't go back yet?
he would have been put mansions over
Yeah,
there.
Right.
Elysium, basically.
And you gonna
Fucking
stick a
devil,
goddamn, you went there to stick a flag on it.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. You talking about you the first
Right,
person
you know what
over
I'm saying?
there?
He's a colonist,
Wait.
but you know he's gonna stop.
Yeah,
the
he
war.
gonna stop at
So
that.
why you put the
flag.
American flag there? You think somebody else gonna come up there and put the Russian flag or
Right.
something like
But that's what it was about. It was a
Yeah.
race to see who can get to the moon first. So they lied. They
Green
lied about
screen
it.
like a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
green screen action. Neil Armstrong, get your ass over there. This nigga in a big ass fucking fake ass
A simulator.
Hollywood suit.
Yeah,
Get the
nah.
fuck out of here,
On
man.
the dark moon.
They can't even get their spaceships up there. Because you got three space. You got the thermosphere, the stratosphere,
And the atmosphere.
and the atmosphere. There's different layers. The exosphere. The exosphere. There's different layers. Once you get to that third layer, then the Van Allen belt sits over the third layer.
Right.
There's satellites is in the second layer. So that's what they be considering space. The third layer is the exosphere. Then you have
get
Van
up.
Allen belt. Then you have beyond where the planets are. They not even in the exosphere, man. And you see this dude, Elon Musk, his ships be exploding. And the commentary be funny as hell. We have liftoff. She's moving. Oh shit. Shit fall back to earth, man.
God.
You know?
Oh shit.
Tell me we going to space.
I'm going to say this because if you look at how they launch these rockets, they launch them in a circular pattern. You know what I'm saying? Because if this shit was real, it would just go straight up, not around the earth. You know, only to disappear somewhere else.
Right,
That's
gotcha.
how you, man. You know, it's different.
You got your boundaries, nigga. You ain't gonna search out the ocean, right? You ain't gonna search out the Amazon,
Right.
right? You ain't gonna search out space. That ain't for you, nigga.
Motherfucker try to search out the Amazon and
You
get
got killed.
something into him. Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Well,
You
shoot,
guys
no,
get
it's a
lost.
movie called it's a good movie on Amazon. It's called the Lost World of Z.
Yeah.
And this Edomite,
Yeah.
he kept going from England
Yeah.
to search on the Amazon. His ass ended up missing.
Yeah.
Because you got a
took
lot
his
of
son with him.
you got a lot of wild ass Jakes tribes that's in the Amazon that's not in touch with society over
Pop the
there.
look though, show you that.
Yeah. When I went to Colombia, one of the chicks she told me there's a lot of clan tribes in the forces, and they don't do contact with people. So Esau be trying to go out there, and he went in the movie. They show you he went too far. And one of the clan tribes,
Well, that happened
they
in real
put
life,
him
huh?
got his ass on a stick.
That happened in real life with the Edomite that wrote the letter said, you can't, if I don't come back, don't come looking for me.
That's
over
a true
there."
story. Yeah, that's the movie. That's what it's about.
It was like right below India or something. And like even when the planes fly over, the people they be dipped in red. They be shooting arrows at the
Yeah,
planes
it's a
and
lot of-
shit.
it's a lot of
They
work.
don't want no. They don't want no outside contact.
It was
But even
a
with that,
movie,
like I said, the
a
force
movie
itself, you
called
guys
The
can get
Green something, but it's like them motherfuckers trying to stop motherfuckers to tearing the trees down in the Amazon,
Yeah.
and motherfucking tribal motherfuckers come out and eat them, bro.
Yeah, I think
They killed him.
well, they killed this kid. This was like last summer, I want to say.
Yeah.
That it happened. Young Edomite, and he wrote a letter and said, "Yo, something."
Oh, you talking about some milk? Okay.
Yeah, this just happened last
Wow,
year.
wow.
Like last year,
Wow.
yeah. He went over there. I forget what it's called. It's by India though, and like, and that's another thing, man. The rainforest over there is beautiful, man. There's so much green. You couldn't even see stuff, but then you just see if you look real good, cause
They in there.
yeah, they be looking. They'll show their camera and they be hovering right over the rainforest. You see them. They and a lot of them dipped in red. They sitting there chilling, looking like this and shit. You know what I mean?
Because they know the white man is devil too.
And they killed the kid with an arrow, I believe.
Yeah. And that's what the scriptures speak about when we come out of the church. The reason why the Amazon in South America is gonna be kept intact, that's the wilderness. All right, we're gonna come down and purge out the rebels. We got to get them in order. There's a lot of our people in the force bug the fuck out of their land.
Yeah.
So we got to teach them the ways of the Lord too. A lot of our people gonna be down there still in their pagan ways. And another thing about the Amazon too, they ain't gonna tell you about all the wild creatures that's there. It's probably eating them niggas. Because whenever they make movies about King Kong and shit, they be in the Amazon. Not saying King Kong actually exists, but you got wild big ass creatures that exist that be eating their ass. They got a flower that eats people.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like a
You know that
praying
Mario shit?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a real
plant.
plant.
Yeah, like a
Oh,
praying
wow.
mantis.
Like a Venus flytrap.
Not praying
Venus
mantis. Venus
flytrap.
flytrap.
Yeah,
There we go. Venus
Hey,
flytrap.
I looked that shit up. Like, I looked up, I just be watching shit and it be like the 10 deadliest plants that you should never come in contact with, type shit like that.
What's that movie with Seymour? Seymour, feed me.
That's the Venus flytrap.
Feed me, Seymour. That nigga big as shit. You know?
Crazy ass movie.
Yeah, shit too. It had what's the name from Martin? Gina.
And Pan and Gina.
You know?
Rick Moranis.
So Esau don't tell you about how he be searching the ocean, he be dying, shit be eating. He go to the Amazon, shit be killing him. They don't show you the movie. He go fucking with lions in their natural habitat. They eat his ass. You know. So he only want to show you when he winning. Yeah. It's a lot of crazy shit out here, man. Antarctica, you don't know what the hell is in there up there.
Right. And Esau be creating these animals, splicing these genes, man. Hey, it show you that in that movie Stranger Things, man. They was tampering with the wrong shit. They fucked up, man. That's what this devil do. Hey, the Mossad, he's a mad scientist.
Who sent that video in the chair with that weird ass shit?
Oh yeah, kind. Oh yeah, that's what she was
I don't even know what it was mixed with. I just know it had to be part human.
Right.
But I mean, the eyes and like he was on back of the head and the eye. I mean, this shit was crazy.
Had a shark with eyes.
Yeah.
This man has to be taken out of fucking hole.
Ethan was confused at it when they saw that shit. They was like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Now imagine that shit be loose down here.
Oh man.
Motherfucker.
Hey, it showed you on that movie on Splice.
Lights off or you hear some shit crawling towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's that Resident Evil type of shit.
Right. Some crazy shit, man.
This country ball right there. Go ahead.
We'll tell him
that.
that.
Like that. I'm gonna mix a goddamn fucking squirrel with a baby and a monkey.
Right.
We're gonna splice the genes.
With human genes.
And they be in the lab just practicing that shit all over. That's their job. They get paid millions of dollars to do that shit. Underground labs doing that shit.
Woe to him that coveteth evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul.
Yeah, you did this to yourself. You cut off many nations, and it ain't just the children of Israel. You done fucked up every goddamn body. That's why them gooks still mad about Fukushima and Nagasaki.
Right.
You dropped bombs on them, man. An atom bomb. A fucking mushroom cloud. And the nation was like, oh shit. That's what made the nation scared of America when they did that shit. But they said, never again, we're gonna get in line with Russia. We're gonna take you down. That's why these nations are building up their nuclear arsenal to come against you. All of this has been preparing for the great day of the Lord. And take you powerful devils there. Right? Meanwhile, you niggas are still concerned with BET and what next hip hop album coming out. Which the music ain't the same no more. You listen to that, you be like, alright. But even if it's a good track, you be like, you forget about it the next week.
Right. That's why the scriptures say the ox, if it's his owner and the ass is master crib.
The music shall be brought down low. According to Ecclesiastes, man.
Right.
The daughters of music shall be brought down low, man. That's why Jake always gotta refer back to the nostalgia, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? But those were real music where people actually put effort to it, man. Not just niggas creating the same beats and shit like that.
Right. All these niggas now these days just crying on the beat. Crying on the beat, saying that it sound like everybody sound like the same thing. Yeah.
And everybody a killer. Right. Everybody a killer in the industry. Like, goddamn, you niggas got record deals and all y'all killers. Who the hell are y'all killers?
out here free.
Who the hell are y'all killing and you gotta show up for a record appointment?
Yeah.
Then you got Drake.
You got an agent with an itinerary. This was the morning we doing, afternoon we doing this. Then you gotta make an appearance. Then you got an interview for this
When you got
commercial.
time to
But
kill.
you talking about you killing people? Get the fuck out of
Then
here.
you got Drake.
On that nigga, then I shoot his ass down.
You got Drake effeminate ass crying on every damn track.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, our people destroyed, man. He cry on every track. Gosh, yeah. Baby.
Ah,
You know what though? Hey, he getting all the women, so hey, fuck it. Right. Let him have it. You know?
I mean, they
And
can
all
have
men,
all
too.
this shit. I don't want none of this shit, man.
Let him have it, man. He get it from the 90 niggas, 80 niggas. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, stupid.
Crying,
Keep
man.
up.
Them
Yeah.
super
'Cause,
sense.
that Keith Sweat better
They
I
was
was watching. I was like,
super
yeah,
simp.
yeah, they-
Baby face, super simp, yo. He was a super simp, yo.
Hey, Keith Sweat said it. He was like, yeah, that's when I was crying.
Genuine.
That's when I was crying.
Yo, he got the song talking about he cooked. Babyface said he gonna cook your dinner, wash your clothes. As soon as I get home from work, I done put in 10-hour shift, and I'm gonna come home
I
and
ain't
cook.
having that shit.
Wash your clothes,
Well,
rub your feet.
you know he wrote on that song
Right.
Superwoman.
Yeah.
I'll be your superwoman. So, what man can write a song like that?
Yeah.
That'd be fake.
Yeah. Oh no, they was definitely.
And look at Tank, man. He said he can blowing ride is not homosexual, man.
That's because you know why? That's because to get in that scene, he had to go. That old Edomite had him in that limo and opened his legs. Told him, if you want this deal, you got to do this.
That nigga
It's
looks sick,
stupid.
man.
And Diddy came out and said, Lil Nas, congratulations, that was great courage.
For what?
That was great courage you did at the BET.
Yeah, that's
because he had the
Diddy
courage
still
to do
ain't
it.
come all the way out.
And like
yet.
Apostle Tahar said, they raised him up to do what he doing right now.
Right.
Yeah, his mama on the street with a homeless son. They had a
Who?
video. They called his mama Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah.
His mama on the street as a He said, y'all don't know my family business, don't judge me. He ain't right.
You want to keep going?
Yeah.
For stone shall cry out the wall, and the beam out of the temple shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Behold, it is not of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, of Yahweh of hosts, that the people shall labor in the very
So that's
fire.
a cut to people that say America glory for America. He said, woe, destruction to a place that's built upon iniquity and blood. Destruction to that place.
Hey, I just got the scripture in Numbers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, hey, this place, hey, the person that shed the blood got to be put to death. Man.
You out of here, man.
Right.
Revelation 12 and 12. He knows that he had but a short time. So he running with all this agenda, which is all agenda. You know, we see the plans, it's tacky.
Right.
Everybody see it. Even the common nigga like, all right, you know,
Right.
what's up? You said we needed a mask, now we don't need a mask. We breathing the same air we was breathing last year. ain't no injection gonna stop that.
Come. I find it funny, right? They say that one of the jakes, I was on links to brother, but it's like how you say when we got the food shop, people were still getting sick.
People still getting the flu.
What happened to the
Who
flu?
have the flu, don't
What happened to the flu?
What happened to AIDS?
So we still getting
Having
the
the
flu,
cancer.
just they blame it on the mat, on Crown Royale.
Nah,
Talking about food numbers went drastically down. Yeah, because every time somebody come with the sniffles, you phone in to C19. You know?
These peons take their masks off, I'm putting mine on.
Right.
I'm doing the opposite of what they do.
I don't like being close to people nowhere.
Yeah, fuck these people bugged out, man.
Yeah. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. For the earth shall be filled with knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.
And that's what you're seeing now, the glory of the Lord being filled throughout the earth. All right? You're seeing this truth spread like wildfire. They can't quit you. Because it's of the Lord. It's time for us to rise up. It's time for us to come back into our stead where we once were. All right? That's why we're learning the Hebrew. That's why we watch videos daily. Our lives consume this truth. We're consumed by it. You know? Listen to videos every day, all day just about. You know? If you ain't reading the scriptures or doing a video yourself, you consume with this thing. Or looking up news that has to do with prophecy, being occupied in prophecy. This runs your life. So you're totally contrary to the average nigga.
Right.
Because the average nigga spark of blood,
Right.
call Keisha up, see if he can hit it sometime this week.
Why Keisha?
Go hit up his boys, talk about nigga shit that they ain't got no purpose. You know?
And
Go to the mall, stare at each other. Go to the club, stare at each other. You know, nigga shit.
Right. We constantly thinking about the truth.
Yeah, that we consume with it.
Checking shit. Oh shit, make sure there ain't no pork in here. Like, you know, just different. Like living the truth out, man.
Right, like you might be around your family and stuff, people around your age or whatever, and y'all see the same thing on the TV. They just look at it for this carnality. We actually looking at it for the spirituality.
Right.
You know, when we watch the commercial, just like when the dude got beamed up. What was that? A Nike commercial or something?
Right.
So every
Nike
whatever, you know, the comic Jake gonna be looking at it like a word. Oh, I'm gonna go to Foot Locker and go get these sneakers. We looking at it as, oh, that's prophecy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Continuing on.
And shit, you can't win. One of the brothers, he went and got beef jerky. On the package, it said 100% beef. He look in the back, it said remnants of pork in it.
Oh man.
It said 100% beef jerky, biggest shit on the front. Then if the spirit wasn't on, to check the back and see that remnants of pork, he would have ate it.
Yeah, I did that before. I went and got some turkey sausage.
Yeah,
I
pork
bought
casing.
this shit.
Pork
Pork casing.
Yo,
Okay, so
like
you good for that.
I'll never forget, like my third video I ever did when I first came in, man, because I used to eat these chicken sausage with apple, right? Like the brother said, spirit just came on me. I flipped it over and said, in the pork casing. I said, what the fuck?
Some
I
of
said,
those
these
don't got it in
fuck-
there.
that's-
Some of them don't got
So
it.
now when I chop, that's the first thing I flip to the back. Hold on, what type of casing is it?
Right,
You
right,
know?
right, right.
Because, you know, these devils want you to get as far away from your power as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be circumspect as much as you can. Man.
Right. And then some
Now,
shit
we
we
ain't
just don't
perfect,
know.
Hey, some shit you just don't know. 'Cause
You be surprised, man. Like I said, with toothpaste, the toothbrush, that got pork in it. Some of the soap,
Jelly.
jelly, all that.
Jelly?
Shit. Your gelatin.
Yeah, that's why I get real jelly, yo. I try
But
to
you can
get
get
real
beef.
jelly.
You can
Yeah,
get
you got
beef.
your jam.
You got
preservatives, like
You get the jam spread. Grape spread.
It costs money though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It costs money. You get what you pay for.
But you'll taste the difference from real fruit spread
Yeah.
and that fake jelly shit.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
real just grape jelly. Any of the name brand shit is demonic anyway.
Hey.
If they got Cheetos got a fucking lion, I mean a tiger on the shit with sunglasses.
Cheating with a cheating.
That's demonic. This nigga more than chips.
That's funny too, man. That's funny. I remember, like I said, when the brother posted about ham, it's actually the pig's ass, man. Yeah, the ham side, man. We got to
Shit,
look
what
at
you
the
think
diagram.
chitlins is?
Chitlins.
Chitlins is on the inside.
Chitlins. I call that shit shit.
Yo, that
Yo, my
smell
grandma
is the
used to
most
clean that
disgusting.
shit. Yeah,
I never ate. Hey,
I'm right back outside.
I never ate that shit.
Ain't out here wilding.
Some
She
people ain't
clean
never cooked that
chitlins.
shit.
You got people that
That
eat
smell,
pig tail.
man.
Huh?
You got people that eat the pig tail.
Ears, feet. I don't eat a big foot, yo.
They be sucking
And
on
that's
that shit. They be
niggas.
sucking.
That's you
Nasty.
niggas. Cause I live with you niggas. I'm people from down south. I know you niggas.
You ever had hog head cheese?
I ain't never eat none of that
Hell
shit.
is that?
I mean, I did when I said I had no choice. It's salsa. It's called
I know what you're talking
salsa.
about, though.
Hog head cheese is a whole bunch of fat put together with a whole bunch of bullshit in it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
disgusting,
This
man.
is
Man,
off,
man.
but I know Haitians that eat cow cock soup.
Oh, no, man. They can
Oh,
keep that.
God.
For real.
Fear factor
For
shit.
real. I'm like, what?
That's why Haiti the way it is now.
Yeah, that hog head cheese chitlin.
Oh my God.
And the
you're
down
chitlins in
south
general,
pork
man.
barbecue. Oh,
Yeah.
that's heavy.
Man, this shorty had some
And
shit.
that season is so good too. The way you
But you can do that with chicken. You can
Hey,
chop
Exactly.
chicken and it's going to taste exactly the
Exactly.
same.
But they got a demon spirit on the
Because
main
it's
pork.
really that vinegar that's soaked in it that gives it that
Yeah.
taste,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know, but people so stuck
They
to
put
their
it on
ways.
the white. They put it on the white bread.
Yeah.
It's the pork demon.
My family got
Pork demon in the crib like.
Yo, my family got the pork demon. My aunt mad because I don't eat pork. She get mad, yo.
I got kicked out of my grandma's house.
Look, I'm always on the grill.
Because I
You got
changed
kicked
shit.
out.
Yeah, when I first moved to Georgia, they kicked me out of the crib, bro.
Hey, I'm always on the grill at my grandma's house. Right? Always on. My aunt come out there like, yo, you mind putting this on the grill? I looked at her, I said, now you know I'm not putting that on no
Well,
grill.
now that you've been the truth
You know what I'm
sometimes, how you
saying?
think you was being overrighteous?
Oh, you talking about,
When you first came in with it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got more wisdom now. You know when you first come in, you cussing out everybody.
It,
You know?
oh yeah.
I still be going through it. My
But it's
family
all
I went through it when I
trying to
first
get
came
me to
into
buy
it.
cigarettes and shit, you know?
Your spirit has, when you first come in, your spirit don't have
fire.
no container. You know?
No, nah, you going at it. I'll cuss the whole house out. I'll cuss my whole family out. Yeah.
I'm gonna slap.
Yeah, but in captivity. That's why we say we're not free, because you gonna slip up. Even now, all over there, how long you been the truth? It's so much the foul shit in the products. You gonna slip up. You gonna because even though they even came out and said that, even though supposedly organic shit not all over the
Right.
so you can
Slapping that organic sign on
eating the
it.
best of the world.
Hey, the scripture
Now
say-
some of you can actually taste the difference of eating. You can actually taste,
Even-
oh yeah, this shit different.
Hey,
Even
the
they
scripture
hustle-
say
they
you
hustle
shall
us
eat
with-
your food, defile and live.
They hustle us with the grass-fed burgers. Hold on, don't count eat grass anyway. Like, you know what I mean? It's a hustle, man. You know.
Free range chicken.
Yeah.
Free range eggs.
Uh-huh.
So what you doing with the rest of the chicken?
Yeah.
I find it funny, right? When you go to the grocery store, like say for example, right? You got the eggs, right? So you got the white eggs, you got the brown eggs, and you got the different branded eggs. So which one do you get?
No,
Or the
you
white
got
egg.
different. Chickens give different type of eggs.
Oh,
right?
okay.
You got some that give both the brown, white. But the point being, they'll have
They
free
bleaching
range.
them.
Yeah. Oh,
non-GMO.
oh, same thing with the milk, right? They got the right. Same with the milk, right? They got the 1%. They got the fat-free. They got the skim milk. Then they got the blue cart. It's like, damn, which
None
one?
of that shit.
Non-dairy cheese.
Yeah,
What the fuck
non-dairy
is non-dairy cheese?
Oh,
But
that
see,
black.
they tell you now, they'll say milk is bad for you. Milk ain't bad for you. It's what they doing to the cows. They fuck up your goddamn.
They overwork them shits, man.
Yeah.
They feed them corn. I seen a video. They had a hole in the cow and put a tube in the cow feeding the shit. So the milk you getting is stressed milk.
Right.
That's why it causes a hormone imbalance when you drink that shit, because the cow was under stress when it was letting the milk squirt up.
Right.
Now you drinking it, your pimples start popping up, your
That's why
hormones all out of
these
balance.
animals, this food that we eat.
Stomach fucked up. The cut at that point? Is it still chewing the cud at that point?
No, they don't even be feeding these cows that shit, man. They be feeding corn. They be feeding the shit that ain't even grass.
You don't know what they type of shit they feeding them cows now, man. All types of shit. Especially them pigs, man. I remember.
And a lot of them animals, GMO animals, any goddamn. You know?
Verse 15. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, and puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
That's the point. That's the spirit. He gave us the bottle to drink. He defiled our foods. He defiled our culture, and then he tries to blame us. Well, no, your hand was on the cup. You can't give us the cups and here drink it, and then say, look what they doing. They going off. Well, you poured the cup. You poured the drink and handed it to us, man. You know? You in control of these laws. You in control of these grocery stores. You in control of these communities. You in control of what's shown on the TV. You don't have to show transgenders on the TV teaching the kids.
That's what makes this man the devil, man.
You taught Jake how to cook crack.
Right.
I heard y'all mention about the crack. The crack came in. Dang, Ray and them knew how to put the Pyrex on the
Hollywood
pot
movies.
and how to boil the water and put the crack with the baking soda. Jake ain't know nothing about that. Somebody had to show them. That's chemistry. Jake was dropping out. Jake ain't care about that shit. You know what I mean? Chicago. Esau pull up in a van, middle of the night, walk off, just get out the van and walk off with the door unlocked. Jake go in there with a whole bunch of guns. You know what I mean? Continuing on.
Then the hip hop all around that time, the hip hop artists that was getting deals, they had to rap about that shit. Crack. Biggie, the 10 crack commandments. Wicked obese nigga. But the Lord took him up. Go ahead.
Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Speaking of the shame. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful.
That's another you. This was speaking on foreskin. This is totally over. A lot of you niggas ain't circumcised.
Right.
The Lord said you're supposed to circumcise that shit. You're supposed to be having, because I heard that nigga, you said Kodak Black was talking
I'm
about.
Haitian. I got the banana. You gotta peel that joint.
Yeah, but you could get that could bring an infection.
Well, they was,
right,
they was
right.
like, well, how do you clean it?
Oh, I know how to do it. You know.
You ain't supposed to have that. You wouldn't have to deal with no pus and all that infection
Right.
all on your scrotum if you did what the Lord said and circumcise yourself.
Right.
It's a reason for everything the Lord tells you to do something.
Right.
Now you gotta clean up under your shit and you know what I'm saying? It's fucking disgusting. You hear it all?
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts, which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? The molten image and the teacher of lies, the maker of his work trusteth therein.
That's the image of the beast. And people trust in the image. They trust in his democracy. They trust in his Christianity. They trust in his Hollywood, his media, his CNN, his Fox News. They trust in the whole image, which is full of nothing but, like the brother just read, full of lies, full of deception. Only thing you can trust is the prophets, because we're endowed with the spirit of Yahweh Shemel, we're endowed with the holy organs, the understanding, because we listen to the teachers that's been set forth before us. On down, we hearken unto these words. So if you want true understanding and truth, you got to come to the prophets. Even the ancient kings knew to inquire to the prophets. Hey, interpret my dream. What's going to happen to them? You know? But see, Esau is an unwise king. He don't come to the prophets to know how to rule. Go ahead, on.
That the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. But the Lord is in a holy temple, let all the earth keep silence before him.
Yep. You got something on this?
Yeah, can. That was something else. Yeah, one second. Just had it as a thought. I mean, it says it was in third chapters. I think it was in Timothy. It talks about the gold and silver is canker. And all sorry, man. In 1 second. You can find it.
You know Nahum chapter 3 while you're looking for that about this one. Nahum chapter 3.
Like silver is canker.
Yeah, man, this place on his way up.
Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery.
Hey, which that woe means death and destruction, man. Death and destruction onto this place. Because what is built of lies and robbery, man. Deceit, deception, man. Hey, everything is a lie here, man. Everything is a lie.
The prey departeth not. The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none of the and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpses.
That's a miracle. The city full of robbery and lies, right? And all the carcasses, we know how many dead bodies was people
Slave.
Yeah, slayed here. The water. That goes into what Gad's so mad. They finding dead. They said they only searched 6 churches so far, and they already found over 1,000 dead carcasses of Gadites. And there's thousands of these schools they got to search. So this devil is being unveiled to be the wicked man of the earth, man. All them kids you had that you was indoctrinating them at these Catholic schools, you murdered them. You put them to death. You wait till we get our hands around your neck, man.
Right.
See, we're gonna be spiritual from now. We ain't gonna be cornered. We're gonna wait on the Lord. Wait until the Lord said, get our hands on them.
Right. He give us that power, man.
And the beautiful thing about it, we're gonna have spiritual power.
Right.
Make your goddamn head twist all goddamn thing, Lord.
The scriptures say he's gonna turn his men into hunters.
Yep. That's when we get changed.
Right.
We'll be able to deal with you the right way.
Right.
We're gonna go throughout this earth hunting all you motherfuckers. We're gonna hunt you at the bunkers, right? Hunt you wherever you are. And put you in chains. That's the season we waiting on.
Right.
We're gonna be flying, teleporting, shooting laser beams. You can't fight that, man. You can't do that with that type of power.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna teleport back in the chariot and fly over.
Yeah, that's why Esau make all these movies, man, because he desired to be Superman. He desired to you know, have incredible strength and stuff like that. He have Esau playing those roles.
Yeah, that's his wet dream.
Right.
Going to space, Star Wars and Star Trek. Just
Time
having
travel.
superhero movies, yeah, time travel. That's his wet dream. That's reserved for the nation of Israel.
That's right.
You ain't gonna be able to get any of that.
Right.
We gonna deal with the portals.
Right.
We gonna deal with the precious stones and know what they made for and know how to use it.
Because look how Esau governed the earth. He got everything right now. And
And
this
it's-
is how he governed the
Uh-huh.
earth.
Hey, you see the real shit, what he done? He already fucked up the planet, man. Like,
Right.
like I said, it kept going on. This plan would have been destroyed, man.
Right. He don't keep the land Sabbath. The earth is in mourning right now. Man.
Yep.
They say the trees are gonna rejoice when this devil is out of rulership,
Damn.
man.
Dang,
Because
such a tree.
deforestation.
Well, the tree say, hey, since you have fallen, no fella has come up against us to cut us down. The fir tree. Ain't no more Christmas. Say, nigga, we ain't gonna be chopped up, put in a crib, decking us with fucking lights.
Right.
And we sitting in this bitch dead. You done took them out of the earth. The veins are connected to them trees under the soil,
Right.
man.
And
You
they give
cut
off
them down.
oxygen.
Yeah, you cut them down.
Nah,
You
basically,
kill
you're cutting off oxygen.
Trees
man.
are alive. They're actually alive creatures.
Uh,
Right.
And you cut them down, you kill them. That's all right, though. Trees gonna be smacking you upside the head, too. when you cut them.
When you put a plant by a window,
Well,
and
big ass acorns just gonna fall off.
He's stupid. He's stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you put a plant by the window and the sun hits it, you'll see it changes direction of the way it's growing. It might open up, flourish,
Right.
look, more beautiful. That shows you that these are lively creatures. These are living organisms.
That's right.
Because what happens when we get fed, we get stronger. You know what I mean? We grow. Same thing when the sun hits a tree or a plant or whatever.
Right.
We grow. It gets stronger.
Look at the mustard seeds, man. They grow to one of the biggest, highest trees, man.
Right.
Them red cherry wood, oak trees, man. All this shit, man. Yeah.
Tree, man. I tell you, man, some of these trees, man, have been living for thousands of years, man. From generation to generation. And all of a sudden, this damn Edom might come out with the construction, just chop the shit down, man, like it was
Now it's
nothing.
a kitchen table.
All
I'm
types of
setting his
history.
5G beside it, and it's burning off half the tree. You know? This man gotta be taken out of power, and he will be taken out of power.
Even the
Soon,
birds are trying
too.
to.
I don't see this place going past 2022. That's the rate it's going. You know?
Especially, man. Especially if they're trying to make this jab mandatory.
Yeah,
Especially with the 5G and then the RFID chips. So.
Because as soon as that made mandatory, we already gonna be catching hell.
Right.
Because we're gonna be ostracized, you know?
Hey,
So
the
the
apostles
Lord gonna have to
always,
come back.
they always say when the chip is mandatory, everything gonna move fast.
Very fair. Because the Lord gotta save his bride.
Right.
You know? We gonna be through out here. We ain't gonna be a whole decade we in the forest.
Right. We gonna need help, man.
We gonna need a savior.
Right.
So that Lord gonna make that move.
Right.
All right, we know who took the mark of the beast. We know who did it. Let's go get it.
Right.
The test is over. Let's go get it.
Hey, they shall call on my name and I will hear them.
And we will be crying too. Those elect men gonna be crying. That time, every time we get a chance, you know.
Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined and will try them as gold is tried.
And we've already been made better men. And we ain't even been put through Jacob's trouble yet, but just from us growing in this truth, we've been made better men all around, man. You know, you look at yourself before the truth and after the truth, sometimes the truth, man, it is shocking.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So
It's-
imagine as he imagine as he continues to refine you as time goes on.
All that nigga shit I used to
Right?
All of us. It says, they shall call on my name, Yahweh Shem Shai, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Shem Shai is my power.
And that's the bride calling for bridegroom. Pursuing the Deuteronomy 12:22, you know, the damsel cried for being raped. She's crying to be helped, to be saved. This man's trying to rape her. He's trying to rape the bride of Yahweh Shai. So you got to cry out pursuant to the law that you don't be put to death right along with the rapist, right? Because he knows that we're betrothed to Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You can't rape us, we betrothed already. So you can't insert your mark into us. And if you try, we're going to scream and then the Lord going to come and put your ass to death pursuant to that law.
Right.
The bridegroom gonna come. No, that's my bride.
They tell you in Wisdom of Solomon.
Yep.
He think he gonna fuck us up, but he ain't.
Yep.
You know, the things that he did imagine, man.
Yep.
You know, you only falling into what the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah wants you to do, man.
Yep.
You can't do nothing beyond what Yahweh Shema Shah let you do. He's in control. He controls life and death, man.
Yep.
You know, the deceive and deceiver is his, man.
Word.
You know?
That's why you can't be like the
Right.
foolish virgins. You know, you got to keep your oil.
Right.
Because you got men that fell asleep, got weak, you know, and the oil taking forever, man.
Fuck that. We got to hold fast.
You got to hold fast. I don't give a damn how long he take.
Right. Look at Noah.
Yeah.
He prophesied over 120 years. We went into this in camp, last camp. It was that was like 4,000 and something days, man.
Yeah.
That was a long ass time.
You got brothers being 6 months. Man, Lord didn't come back. You just woke up. You was a nigga your whole life, 6 months in the truth. Man, I can't take it. Have some endurance, man. Have some
Right.
patience.
Hey, that's why-
be a good soldier of the Lord, man.
Kind. And you pray for that, man. You pray for more when you send up your prayers. Pray for more endurance, more hope, more faith. For the Lord to give you a strong spirit to endure whatever is to come. You know, those are things that you ask Yahweh Shema Shah.
And don't get me wrong, it's a difference from signing and crying and bitching.
Right.
I'm not talking about brothers that you supposed to sign and cry. I'm talking about brothers that be bitching.
Hey.
You know, hurry up. You know? You done woke up, now you in your process, your journey.
Right.
You know? And we blessed to be at the very end of the end now.
Uh-huh.
We at the door.
Right.
At any moment, you know?
Hey, the scriptures say salvation is nearer than when we believe.
Yeah. Imagine if you had to do what the elders did.
Right.
Oh man, that's tough.
Marathon-
70s,
marathon
80s,
classes.
talking them bug out niggas.
Right.
And that was back when in America when you could actually be something in America. You could actually go to school and get the career you wanted and you jobs and something. You was America was still at its peak. And they had the prophets of the downfall. And sit through all this bullshit, go work from 9 to 5, go deal with man. You had to have every spirit on you. So a lot of us, we ain't got no place to be complaining. We should be rejoicing.
Right, we got it easy, man.
Yeah, we at the very end of this thing. Scripture said we have walked in the other man's likeness, man.
Right.
You know? We just fall in the footsteps. We're the cornerstones that's already been placed upon the foundation. With the rest of the lively stones. You got Yahweh at the corner, the elders lay their stones and bows on top of them
Right.
until this temple is being built.
Right.
You know?
And it says for this light affliction, they shall greatly be rewarded.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 'Cause this is a light affliction.
Right.
You know? It's a light affliction.
Right.
Compared to what we're going to receive in the kingdom.
Right.
It's hard in the flesh, but in the kingdom, you ain't going to be thinking about this so-called white man what he did to you.
Right.
You're going to be a God. You ain't going to be concerned. You ain't going to be concerned with how Keisha broke your heart when she cheated on you. That's going to be one of your last concerns. That's concerns of the flesh.
Right.
You're going to be thinking about what I'm going to build today. You know? Where I'm going to go today. Who I'm going to meet today. You know?
We're gonna be good with people, man. As long as we just hold fast, man. You see all these people out here in the world, they have no idea what's about to happen.
Yep.
So it's gonna come upon them as a thief in the night, man, unexpected. And we actually seeing everything, man. We seeing the chariots. Hey, Esau done brought it out on his media. And so we know prophecy is being fulfilled, which the word prophecy means to say before. And we seeing prophecy be fulfilled right before our eyes, man. So we know that the scriptures are faithful and true as they speak about it, man. Hey, that's why we are the prophets, man. They come out here to warn Israel to get right. Or they gonna be destroyed, man. Point blank period, man. If you don't get down, you gonna lay down, man. Because the Lord don't care if he don't care about all the excuses, man. He didn't care about it back in the day.
Look how many rappers died on last year.
Right,
Left and right. On camera. We ain't getting split.
right. And we out here. Hey, we out here in the opening, man.
Yep.
Hey, the Lord flooded the whole earth and killed everybody except for 8 people, babies,
Retarded
women,
people, handicapped people.
all that, man.
Man.
Elderly. It say the Lord opened up the heavens, man.
Yep. And the burst of the underground.
Right.
That's why you got fossilized fishes. The ground burst from underneath the water. So the whole earth is engulfed in water.
Hey, the Lord gave the sharks and different animals a great feast, man. Most sides, hey, most sides a terrible power, man.
Yeah.
So it's not far fetched hey, what he gonna do this time? He said it's a time like never seen before, man. A time like never before, man. Hey, but brothers, we ain't in darkness, man.
Second Ezra chapter 9. We'll go into that.
We are not in darkness, man. That's the beauty of this truth, man. Most High has opened up our spiritual vision, ears to hear, man, and to see. You know, we gotta keep pushing like this brother been saying since I've been out here, man. Let no man take thine crown, man. You know, as the scriptures say, man.
Yeah, because you in this for yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
You supposed to be greedy with this.
Right.
You know, you in it for brothers too, but first and foremost, you in this for yourself.
Right.
If it takes that you cast everybody goddamn off for you to make it, that's what you do.
Right.
You know? Because at the end of the day, when you run in a race, you run to attain. You can't let the brother fall and you tell him get up, but you got to keep running too.
Right.
You know, it's only so much you can help. You know? If the Lord be with that brother, he'll get up and he'll run and he'll finish the race.
Right.
But you make sure you finish yours.
That's right.
You know, you can't be stopping and, you know, now everybody running past you before you know it, you in last place. You know, keep running, man. Keep running. Keep patience. Keep endurance, man. And keep your eye on the prize.
Right.
Go ahead,
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at the top. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently.
Start at verse 10.
Shoot down to verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits.
Start up.
Up some more?
Yeah.
7.
Yep.
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 7. And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders.
So we're doing the right thing. This is works. Putting up videos is works.
Right.
And sharing brothers' videos is works. Being brotherly is works.
Right.
Rebuking brothers is works.
Right.
That's love, correction, right? This whole body is work. This is a profession, a labor of love.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loafed in my law, while they have yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
So these people got liberty, and the word of the Lord is out here, but what are they doing? Despising it.
Right.
You got a place of repentance open unto you, but you despise it. Your time of liberty, you chose to be a nigga. So when the Lord closed that off, don't be crying. When that door closed, don't be crying. Time is up, the prophets was out, the Lord sent his men out on your behalf, you didn't want to hearken. Now it's time for you to drown in that fight. And you're gonna get fucked up even before the nukes hit. Y'all gonna be ragged and tagged before the nukes hit. Cause y'all finna catch holy hell out here, man. Go ahead, on.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not. Oh, Salaki. Here we go. Verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished. And but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
And we'll end it on that. So, hey, look, don't be considered by the wicked, because the Lord said they got to learn by death by pain.
Right.
That's how they going to be saved. See, 2/3, they got to die and come back in the reincarnation. All right? So we're going to consider ourselves the men that want to get right and continue on this narrow path. That's why when you look on YouTube, it's like a small community. Right. Brothers on the comment board, doing live streams, you know, everybody's tuning in to everybody. Right. It's the family coming back, you know? Everybody outside of that circle, hey.
The tabernacles of David.
That's right. They're risen back up. The same men and they still. That's the closest on that.
Hey man, it's been a beautiful camp. Hey, the Wadi Yahweh Shemal Shafwan allowing us to be out here to edify, man. You know? Hey, brothers, stay pushing his word in truth and sincerity to the best of your abilities, man. Don't try and be like another brother, man. Just push to your measure and go hard with the gift that Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai gave you, and truth and sincerity, man. Make sure you're doing this work in truth and sincerity, because the Lord look on the inward man. So, you know, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, GMS, for teaching us his knowledge. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the hopeful elect brothers out there throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing his word and truth and sincerity. I want to say a ball. Shalom.
Shalom. Kwame Yasharallah.
Oh yeah, that was tired as hell.